Alright, boys. Old streamer's back at it again. On his usual bullshit. Doing another reading on the Monday. As he kind of promised. Man, I'll be honest though, I got a little bit of that brain fog today. I don't know what happened. I just played Minecraft all day and like had to pull myself out of like that fucking hole and was like, okay, alright. We gotta get up. We gotta get the stream. We gotta read Punch Drunk. Come on. Get myself a smack on both sides of my face. Feel so smart today. I mean, you got the flux working, so you know you got that going. I was just like fucking one task after the other. Just like fucking crawling my way through that shit. Monday, boys, time to punch Drunk Gators. Yup, more Punch Drunk today, baby. Oh boy, hold up a sec. I got a little bit of sneezy in my nose. I think I'm good. Caress sober crocodile. What are these alternate timelines? Slap sober Cayman. Goodness. Look at you guys being real funny, huh? Brain fog do be a fucker though. Yeah. It comes and goes. Sometimes I feel more focused than others. I think today was just one of those days where I'm like, I don't know what's going on, man. I'm just gonna like let the white noise play out and just kick back. Like I didn't even join the Discord at any point. Like early on in the day I was talking with some other people, so I wasn't in the Discord, but then I saw they were doing the Orpal mod, so I was in the Discord, and then when they stopped doing the Orpal mod, I just didn't join the Discord, and I was like, oh god. This is one of those days, isn't it? Mimi Monday? Yeah, Mimi Monday should have been like, that should have rejuvenated me, but it didn't. It's fucking, I don't know what happened, man. Server's pretty cool, Mr. Stream Dude. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. You do try to make a pretty nice atmosphere there. Break the brachiosaur? No, don't break the brachiosaur. Come on, man. What the fuck? So, I'm gonna lay out the tentative plan for tonight. We're gonna get through chapter 4, and then we're gonna get through chapter 5, because chapter 5 is another interlude. So that one will go pretty quick, relatively. And then we'll see how I'm feeling about doing chapter 6. It might just be we do those 2 chapters tonight and then let everybody get like a little bit of a rest. Because yesterday, we almost went for like... Was that one almost that wasn't a 5, or was it? That was like a 4. Let me check. Yeah, it was just about a 4. It's like, there was no way I went for 5 hours, right? So... Probably get 2 in tonight. Let that be that. And then we'll have, that'll be what, 5 chapters of Punch Drunk already down. Giving us just under a quarter of the story. Yay. We making it through, boys. We're reading. That's not to say it's gonna, stay at that pace. I get the feeling there's gonna be longer chapters as we go. That's gonna mulch my balls just a little bit. Mr. Streamer and Dorian for my lunch, hell yeah. Eating good, aren't you, Snoot? Snoot basically. Not reading that one, Hilly. Had a doctor's appointment today, all went well. Spent some time waiting, then actually talking to the doctor. Well, it's good that it went well. I still need to, like, schedule myself a fucking doc appointment. It's been way too long since I've had a checkup. Probably for the best to make sure I don't got anything too fucked up with me. This tiredness that I have every now and again is related to like some deficiency, and they gotta like, okay, here's some zinc tablets, and I'm like, oh, okay. Worm. Mr. Creamer gets drunk and commits animal abuse. Nuh-uh, Mr. Creamer doesn't get drunk on stream. He's not Mr. Drinker. The most you got was when I was drinking the motherfucking wine on the first GVH stream. That didn't get too crazy. Trying to build something that looks relatively nice in my Starfield base or something. Menu janky as hell. Have not played Starfield, have no interest in playing Starfield, if I am completely honest. Which weight do you think Liz's neck adds to her total body weight? I would say it at least doubles it. Maybe... Yeah, I feel like doubles. Which means her legs have to be pretty damn strong, huh? Say about half, but don't ask her. She might whip you with her neck. Can you imagine Liz like just fucking weaponizing her neck, giving you the old Mr. Streamer, you dumb. No. Sometimes, maybe. I also can't help but notice that someone named Joe Bama 81 followed on Twitch 8 hours ago. So that's interesting. That's an interesting name. Can I have some zincs? You can have a zinc tablet as a treat. That's me, bro. Oh, okay. So your Jandis here, Joe Bama there. Got it. All right. It's funny watching people's names change across platforms. There's a couple times I've seen that happen, and I'm like, interesting. Need to log that one in my brain. Cholesterol levels 131, HDL 103, LDL 28, pretty much on the verge of my blood vessels bursting. I don't know, just use some essential oils, maybe that'll help. Charge your JO crystal, perhaps. See the new Doom? I still haven't watched the trailer, but I am aware of its existence. I hate Starfield so much, but keep playing it because gamer brain. I honestly can understand that. Sometimes that's just how it is. Sometimes you want to quit, but like the mind goblins say, no, but you gotta do this though. You've already committed. Still, you got drunk at the start of GVH streams, and that left you with no silly juice when the actual annoying parts came up. I did not get drunk during GVH. The most I'll give you is I got a little tipsy. Trust me, Mr. Streamer has not gotten drunk on stream yet. Not drunk, but drank. Yeah, that much is correct. There's one crossover Left 4 Dead 2 art out there. Yeah, I've seen that in the server. That shit is pretty cool, not gonna lie. The man. Liz's smoker with her neck. Yeah, wasn't she like constricting Damien or something? The goat is back. Well, I don't know about that one, but I am here. Say bacon fat is an essential oil. Fucking A, brother. Hell yeah. See, Cult of the Lamb is getting an update. I still haven't played Cult of the Lamb, so I haven't really been tracking, but I know that they've been updating it. Yeah, pants on fire. My pants aren't on. Oh shit! La Banda. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. I had like a late dinner, and y'all know me. I got that rumbly gut. I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom. So, like, entertain yourselves for like, I don't know, a couple minutes. And hopefully, as long as I don't literally die on the toilet, I'll be back. Already? Dude, I literally was eating at like 11. So like 30 minutes ago, I was eating. I didn't, this wasn't like fucking... Brother, shit yourself. No, fuck you! I'm not pooping myself. Dude, here's the thing, Jake. If I shit myself, stream ends. You're not getting your fucking punch drunk tonight. Yeah! Suddenly we're singing a bit of a different tune there, huh? What if I shit myself for you? Well, I mean, if that worked, cool. Don't let the skibbity get you when you sit down. Dude, I saw that they were playing fucking Lethal Company, and I was like, man, I kind of want to join on that, but I gotta go read. I doubt they're gonna be still playing by the time I'm done, but if they are, I might join up on that a little bit. Have it as a little treat for Mr. Screamer. Apparently that I multiplayer in the next update. Oh, okay. Can't believe that Cult of the Lamb sex update meme was real. Of course it was. Why would they lie? Well, if they're adding multiplayer, maybe that's even more of a reason to check it out. She more like Mr. Shitter poop stream. Got that poop dog in you? No. Oh god. I just heard it bubble. Uh-oh. Imagine being a gamer and not having a shit bucket. Guys, holy shit. Do people actually do that? I can't imagine. Why am I asking? Of course they fucking... There's at least some motherfucker out there. I'll shit your pants for you, Mr. Streamer. Done. Do you feel relieved? No, unfortunately, I feel even more bloated. Although it is very admirable two of you offered to shit your own pants for me. That's, good to know you're ride or die. You should shit yourself now. Holy shit. Need to play Lethal Company? That shit's been rotting in my Steam library. Well, you could... I think they're still playing. If you wanted to join up on the Discord, you could just join them up and have this be like some background noise. Just go, you mongoloid. Fine, Jake. Jesus Christ. Heaven forbid I pushed it. Uh-oh, QTE. Guys, stream's over. Nah, we're good, we're good. Nah, we're good, we're good. Though when I did stand up, I was like, uh-oh. Uh-oh, I gotta get to that toilet quick. Ugh. What a good song to come back to. Dream of a Dance? Man. Felt the QTA. Well, you were cool while it lasted. Skibbity toilet didn't kill him. Sad. Not my Gator dance music. I knew it! Ah, dang, I missed the stream. Mr. Streamer fails bathroom QT live on stream. Real gone wild. Ripperonis. Mr. Streamer didn't take a shit. The shit took him. Can't get me with your cheap tricks, magician. Yeah, but I mean, it was kind of funny. Hey guys, there was your micro stream. Oh man. That would be a bad one, you know? Like, obviously shitting your pants on stream at any point's bad. But that one being the legacy of the micro stream, not just like a funny bit. It's like, oh, I actually just shit myself. Uh-oh. Guys, I can't stream tonight. I have to go wallow in my fucking shame. Question for chat. What song would you dance with Olivia to? I don't dance, so that's hard for me to answer. Muddy Wheelchair, my beloved. Oh god, not Muddy Wheelchair. This song is hella sad. Yo, we like Muddy Wheelchair though. It's nice. It sounds nice. That one had some phlegm in it. I'm gonna knock you out by Five Finger Death Punch. I don't listen to a lot of Five Finger Death Punch, but there's a couple other songs that I fuck with. Skibbity Toilet Song Remix. Alright. Straight to jail. Only micro stream. It's the one where you shit yourself. And there would never be another one either, is the thing. That genuinely would just be the legacy of the micro stream. Howdy, Mr. Streamer, how's your day been? Mental fog, but other than that, pretty good. Can't complain too much. Or a love song by Akira Yamaoka from Silent Hill 2 OST. Dude, the Silent Hill 2 OST has some fucking bangers. Though I've never played... Oh boy, let's see. Yeah, I think I've only ever played one Silent Hill, and it was Homecoming. And I know that one's gonna get me strung up with a fucking noose. It's the only Silent Hill I've played. I mean to play it as, like some of the others at some point, but that's how it shakes out sometimes, you know? Sam's one of the few I fuck around and found out with. So Jake, when are you gonna write a one-shot about you meeting Sage and turning Sage into Red Mist? Didn't Jake say something about fucking some soft Dorian and Ben, like on the fucking Discord earlier today? Or am I tripping? One of these days you're gonna open up the story recap with when we last left off, our heroes. The red what? Oh Jesus. PM fans spotted. I too have visited the void. Yeah, sometimes you gotta go make sure you know where the void is, so that way you can like swerve around it the next day. Keep that in mind for maybe like a week or two, and then you gotta go back. You gotta go back every now and again. It's just how it is. Like I said, I had to fucking like rip myself out of my like fucking mental state to get back on the stream here. Here's the one thing, right? You probably noticed this if you take note of like when the streams get scheduled. I usually schedule it out for 30 minutes from whenever I'm doing it, so that way I have a little bit of time to just like shake some sense into myself. So like basically today it was just like, okay, my brain not great, but like let me go ahead and just schedule this, and I'm sure like that having that timer will help me get the things sorted mentally, and it did. Back with an entire pint of Coke and whiskey. God damn. Final Combat from Darkest Dungeon is the music I would dance with Olivia to. I need to finish Darkest Dungeon. That game good. That game real good. Me bad though. That's because I slept for 2 hours. Ooh. Yeah, you need to get some sleep, buddy, if you haven't. Bro, sleep for me is one of those weird things, because like I'll get like a lot of sleep and still be like groggy, or I'll get like no sleep and be perfectly fine, but then like 3-4 hours later it'll be like I'm gonna die, I'm passing out. Oh, here we go. This motherfucker only played Silent Hill Homecoming. Homecoming is a disaster. I know a couple friends who checked out of the franchise after playing that. Oh wait, no, I did play Shattered Memories as well. That was the one on the Wii, I think. I think those are the only two Silent Hills I played, now that I think about it. I did make a joke about that, yes. Debating whether or not I actually do a little Pride Month funny goofballery between Dorian and Ben. Do it. Do it. It'll be epic. I knew Jake was a Ben poster at heart. Evil Ben trying to fight D, that would be awesome. No, I mean kissing. Oh. Yeah, it's a little bit of pride between the boys, you know? Gotta smooch the homies every now and again. Jake should make a one-shot of D trying to make it to the bathroom before he shits himself. No, 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 no! Cause he'll demand that I read that. And then I'll have to like time it so that it's after I eat something, and then I have to like fucking try to speed through the one shot before I shit myself. I want you now. Great, now I've got Ann on fiending. Yeah, surprise, surprise, right? All I gotta say, if Olivia wasn't in a wheelchair already, when I got done, she would be. Ruh-roh. Homie's about to do the crazy shit. Gooning more like. Unmedicated commits a snooting. You attempt to shake sense into yourself, but then we shake it out of you. What is life like for you, Mr. Streamer? Usually, a day of like just chilling out, maybe doing some work, maybe just playing some games, hanging out with the community. Then I fucking get my game face on to go on stream, and then after stream I kind of sit there like fucking drained. Actually, coin flip. Either I sit there drained after stream and like kind of like waddle over to my bed and lay down in it and say I'm not gonna fall asleep, I just need like and then I fall asleep. Or I feel invigorated after the stream, I hop in the Discord and I'm like, hey, what's going on, fuckers? What you doing in here? Though usually the festivities have ended by the time I'm done streaming. So it's just kind of everybody chilling out. Gooning and fiending may as well be synonyms. Oh. Do it, Jake. Unmedicated Ben. D kissing pills out of Ben's mouth. Hey, there's my cursed one. Yeah, that's a little cursed. That one's a little, that one, I'd pay for that. Well, there you go, Jake. You accept commissions. Ardiv with the hot. Ben and D toxic yaoi. Not unmedicated Ben snoots up the place. You really want unmedicated Ben to be snooting up, huh? You just want him to fucking whip out the little blah blah. Would he shoot Mia? Yeah, of course he'd shoot Mia. Guys, I'm not gay. I just like femboys. There's a difference, dude. Buddy, puts my fucking hand on your shoulder. That's gay. It's gay. That's okay. It's Pride Month, bud. D letting evil Ben take over. Oh yeah. Mr. Streamer Guy, do you want to know something about me that's related to the current topic? Yeah, why not? Arthur flashback to Ban stream. We still have to beat those other fucking 3 Ban games, man. Wonder if I can fucking rope Lanny into that sometime later this week. Are you admitting to dissociating after stream sometimes? Yes. Sometimes I just fucking clock out mentally. It's Pride Month, guys. It's basically a month-long free pass. Exactly. No! Yes. Yes, Anon. Mr. Streamer James here will say demented shit specifically to spite me because I know him. I see. The friend pissening, if you will. Mr. Streamer, whenever you do work, don't you think to yourself, little did I know I read Snoot and Moneyfix? You know, honestly, the thoughts never crossed my mind. The fact that they could just like look up, if they figured out what my alias was, they could just look it up and then be like, hey, listen, Mr. Streamer, we actually found your channel and we're gonna have to let you go for some of the stuff you said. And I'd be like, is it the trigger? Is it the trigger comments? And they're gonna be like, yeah. I'm like, okay. That's fair. Mia beating up Ben with a fleshlight. Why with the do you mean beating up and... Maybe it's best not to ask questions. Cue that Law and Order clip where Ice-T calls out the guy having sex with other dudes. Is newsflash still gay? Jake's eyes glow even greener. Puts both my hands around your neck and squeeze. It's okay, buddy. You're just gay. Are we... Wait, you can't... Hey, you can't choke out the gays. It's fucking Pride Month. Put that little guy down. I'm the living Reed, Farmo boy extraordinaire. Yeah, he's the guy I talked about in the spotlight in all of his wretched glory. Need me some Carfay. My eyes about to grow... about to glow redder. But what if the gay likes it? Oh, well, if the gay likes being choked out, then okay, that's fine. Yeah, keep going. If that is what you wish, you may suffocate the gay a little more. Dorian versus Joe Obama, who wins? Do you have steel toe boot? If none, Dorian. But what if he does like it until he doesn't and you don't stop? Well, okay, now we're back to the thing where it's the little guy doesn't like it, so you leave that little guy alone. But if the little guy... So here it is. It's really a binary switch. If the little guy likes it, it's okay. If the little guy doesn't like it, it's not okay. Though, if you're choking him out, like, what's the... Can you eke out a safe word at that point? Or do you need like a safe... Like a safe kick or something? If anything, you'd be fired for the spear chucker phrase for the little purple trigger says. Because that's an actual slur. Yeah. Yeah. That one is an actual slur, but, you know, when a dino says it, it's fine, right? So that's what I've been doing wrong. My safe word has always been harder. Little freaks. Little freaks. The whole lot of you. Just get Chambers the next time you need to say spear chucker out loud. Do I just have to have him on speed dial? I'll be like, yo, Chambers. Over here real quick. I need you over here. A little bit of help. Calling in the backup. Pinged you with the clip, by the way? Okay. Runs over to the fucking pit.
I am not gay.
Bing, 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 bonk.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
It kind of tickles me that there are people out there who are so deluded that they're like, no, I'm not gay. I'm not gay. It's like, dude, you jerked that guy off. You're gay, brother. You're gay. It's okay, but you're gay. What kind of weapon would D build? Anon has a railgun. Something like some kind of knuckies, you know what I mean? Like some brass knuckies, but like impromptu. Make the punch harder. Barbed wire bat like Negan. Or, you know, that too. Straight from the fucking author. Got some big boots for hunting. Don't know what D will do. I don't know. They're steel toe. I think they're steel toed. Okay. Can you throw a punch? Assume it'd be a knuckle duster, some heavy duty boots. So that's what I was thinking too. No! Stop! No! It's okay, buddy. You got all of Pride Month to figure it out. You'll be okay. You're gay. Homosexual, even. Woo! Bro job! Haha! Toot toot, bro job!
Nazir?
I like Sage, but not gay. Alright, everybody, we're putting the spotlight on Bicycle now. What do you mean by you like Sage? How much do you like Sage? Grenade brass knuckles. Would you want grenade brass knuckles? You wouldn't want a grenade. You want like a claymore type deal, because that goes like one way, don't it?
So who else wears steel-toe boots in the day-to-day life?
I just wear sneakers, bro. Some like running shoes. I don't got fucking... I got like, I think a pair of boots, but that I don't wear those bitches. Actually, do you have a punching... do some punching at the bag after my workouts, though? Okay, well, maybe you could actually throw down with Dorian. Just make sure that it's in like a professional environment, so that way he doesn't break your arm like he did that one fucking dino. Just tapes a grenade to brass knuckles. Liking Sage at all? Mr. Electric, send him to the principal's office and have him expelled! Already a sin confession stream? Ardiv, are you sitting there waiting for somebody else to commit, announce a sin that was as heinous as yours? Kind of like drumming your fingers on your desk, like, it's gotta happen eventually. And on with them Nito levels of funds. Would probably use that cash to turn Rainbow into an actual Metal Gear. Yeah, that would probably kill, like, Anon could probably make something that would just absolutely fucking murder somebody. Or we sold toes for the most mundane of reasons. Extremely base neuropathy due to brain damage as son of a bitch.
Yeah, sad face.
Well, Ardiv, I'm sure someday somebody will be as unhinged. Can we get a second sin confession stream for Ardiv just because? Look, every stream can be a sin confession stream if somebody decides they want to confess a heinous sin. The chat's always open for that. I'll read it out too. People ask me, "Oh, you gay?"
Yo, guess, bitch.
Sage with rolling pin or not, doesn't matter. I've never heard of it as the rolling pin, but like, okay, fair enough. Had 5'11" boots, but needed it work. I have a sin confession. Alright, fucking send it. I have no sins. Sure you don't, Jake. Squints at you. Amen, brother. Don't matter to me.
Says, nah, you know, yes, sir.
Here's the thing, like, I need, like, some good Lunara content, because, like, the only thing I remember about Lunara is, in the main game, she just gets with Ben during E4, and there's, like, a fucking, like, NTR mod or whatever with Lunara. So, you know. Brother, no. Steel-toed shoes are a requirement in some jobs, mostly factory construction stuff. Well, yeah, that makes sense in those situations, right? Like, if I had to be there, sure. I have steel-toe boots, mostly for pallet lifting. Hey, Humo, check the pit, please, and adjust your statement accordingly. Uh-oh. Here's the thing, big guy. I know, regardless of what I say, I got about an hour and a half to 2 hours of life left. Because you're not pulling that fucking trigger before I get done with these chapters. You'll keep the gun to the back of my head. I know you will, but... as long as I'm reading, baby, my life gets to keep going. I'm gonna do some dishes. Got my headset on for the reading, though. Okay, okay. I think I'm a Lunara guy. There was a mod where Lunara meets Juan the Puppet. Yeah. I remember that mod. Lunara bad bitch. Still haven't played that mod, Mr. Streamer. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Guys, what does flip this NTR stand for? I'm searching up.
Uh-oh. There's a fic going on that has her. It's called Lunar Echoes, I believe. There was somebody that recommended, I think it was Goblin last stream that recommended that. It's like between her and Anon, I want to say. Drinks the cerveza Crista. Yep. That mod is goofy. Speaking of mods, I gotta figure out when we're gonna do the Snoop mod jam. The second one, because that ends, I want to say, on the 14th. What day is that? That would be a Friday. Which I think we wanted to do the creator spotlights on the Friday there, so I still need to get that coordinated with Vase to make sure that they're good to go and all that. And then Saturdays are usual community nights. Maybe we would do it that Sunday. Well, we would turn that from a read night into a mod night, and then yeah, well, because the only issue with that is that the mod jam's gonna be pretty long. I could break it into 2 parts, and we could just do a Sunday, Monday. I don't know. I gotta think it through a little bit. And make sure that, like, when exactly they're releasing the pack. Because I think they might go through Friday as well. Not sure. I went behind someone's back to get them fired from a job because they called me autistic. Still don't know if they were joking or serious, but I pulled the trigger before then. They were a nice person. Oh, that's a sin. You got their ass, huh? Fucking executed. All these people with their deranged fantasies. I'm just here wanting to mating press Fang like a normal person. Yeah, honestly, that is pretty normal, isn't it? The looming threat. Yeah, Jake with the shotgun always is a looming threat. I don't know if I'm more afraid of Jake with a shotgun or Jake with a fucking shovel. Because, like, the shotgun I feel like will be pretty clean at least. The shovel might get messy. Nazar, Reed, and Olivia. Oh, okay. I know what it means now. Welcome to the Cursed Knowledge channel. Let's medicate Schizo so she goes back to being Wendy. Dude, Jake will fucking end you for that. One counter to Dorian, discombobulate. That's a counter to a lot of people, though. Jake with a shotgun that shoots shovels. World just ends. What is this? Some fucking Noida shit? What the fuck? Now time for the chill yap drive. Yeah, between her and E3 Anon, supposedly it's 14 chapters, and chapter 6 was put out yesterday. Okay. Okay. We can kind of keep that on the radar then. You ever seen the discombobulate meme? I feel like I have. Juan Carlos Bodeca de 31 minutos. Did I just rubs my eyes? What the fuck happened? I feel like I just walked into the wrong room. Love that almost no one wants to write Inko in their fic. Well, I mean, Jake pointed it out before. Inko's a very, like, blank canvas type character. So, like, at that point, why not just, like, I don't know, make your own OC? Or, like, I guess use Anon? What about in Blind Rage? Discombobulate, block, blind, jab, discombobulate, distract, Old Dorian, maybe. Current Dorian is far more lucid.
Is that a spoiler?
Dude, Jake, what the fuck? You're spoiling the whole stream for everybody. That's fucked up of you, brother. Pocket Sand? Pocket Sand works pretty well. I wouldn't know. Smashed to pieces. Trigger feels weird to listen to now. You assume I'll target vital areas with the shotgun instead of extremities to prolong the event. I have the ability to shoot all of my blood out of any orifice at any time, so like if you blow my arm off, I'll just fucking exsanguinate myself. It's my superpower, you see.
Mr. Streamer Guy, just remember, shovel his shotgun. He will have my advice on what to do afterwards.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Nuh-uh. Honestly, I'd give Jake a spoon if it means he crumps me slower. What?
Kidding. Or am I? Kidding. Or am I? No, I'm kidding.
You scare me, James. I like Lucid Wendy just as much as Schizo. Okay, well, there you go. Can Lucid Wendy still do brain blasts? It's my superpower. Nah, bro, that's a medical condition. Get some help. No, I'm just like a fucking fruit gushers, you know what I mean? Like when you squeeze it, I just have to like breathe in my like and then whoosh, all out of my arm. There we go. Lunar Echoes first chapter hurt me. That's usually a good thing. For the quality, at least. I would trust Jake with a shotgun. Well, yeah, I trust Jake with a shotgun too, but like, you know, if he's shooting me with it, I trust him a little less, you know what I mean? No offense to Inko fans, but he's a spineless bastard. Damn, them fighting words. Not like the Inko fans are gonna be able to throw hands. Wani Fix be like, what if Wani, but the main character was literally anyone fucking else? It's so easy to like fucking rag on Inko. I kind of feel a little bad for him, you know what I mean? Just a little bit. To be fair, blank slate pro tags was the whole idea. Someone to put yourself into, in a sense. Well, they're like, Anon's his own character. Like, that much you can kind of feel out. He's not just supposed to be like you insert yourself in, right? And make decisions based off that. You're playing a character. Inko is still that, but like he just doesn't have much going that he feels way more like you can just step in. Ah yes, my superpower is dangerously high blood pressure. Wouldn't it be so cool if I could like, you know, like when they get like a fucking like what is it, pressure washer, and they're shooting the water out? Imagine if I could do, or no, not one of those. One of those ones where they cut like rock with water. You know, like one of those hyper pressure beams. What if I could do that with like one of my fucking arteries and just like kill somebody? Like they cut my fucking neck and I go, huh! And then like fucking angle my neck and chop their head off. Wouldn't that be awesome? Don't talk about us Inko fans. We will do nothing about it. I know. The only person who would do fucking anything, I think, the only Inko fan who would do anything, I think, is Chambers, and that motherfucker's a Wonko fan, so I don't know if I want to step up to that shit. Like those lizards that can shoot streams of blood from their eyes? Yeah, like those guys. Inko is me for real, and I really don't like that. I want an Inko, goes to Volcano High fix so I can see if someone writing Inko folding Trish's trig out. That's it. That would be pretty good. When that's called. Oh god, my arteries are severed. Help, help, call an ambulance. Nuh-uh. I'm a superhero. So you're the desert bearded dragon who shoots blood out of their eyes? Yes, yes. Inko would be dead within the week. Hello. Hey, Bad6. Inko and Inko fans can barely throw the cap off of their camera. Signs of a psychopath. Loves Wonko. It's a pull. It's a pull, that's for sure. Is E2 Inko Tuko?
Guys, imagine E2 Inko breaks up with Olivia and then goes to Mexico and starts selling the druggies. Imagine.
I trust Jake with the shotgun until he starts smiling. Yeah, that usually means he's up to something. I already feel bad for E1 Inko because Olivia's father is gonna kill him. Oh, I don't feel bad for E1 Inko. He gets whatever comes to him. Fortress is about it's about damn and money early on. Or about the same in money early on. What's the chances she puts aside skinny hate to gold dig Inko? That would be a thick. Ooh, I like that. That's high pressure arteries power. That's a JoJo reference. God, it's been so long since fucking JoJo. Fame. Spider-Man, but you spray blood at people like you're a horned lizard. You guys remember the time when Spider-Man was a zombie and he was shooting his fucking veins out of his wrist and swinging on those? Yeah, that's a fun image mentally. Inko is my special little dumbass. Bro has no taste. Tuco is just a sad excuse of a guy, not gonna lie. Olivia's father deadass built like Mr. X. Yeah, he looks like he's the kind of guy who could just walk through your door. Like, not even open it, just fucking splinters everywhere. Dinner's ready. Loving Wonko is the equivalent of Griffith did nothing wrong. Griffith! I do remember Marvel Zombies. That was weird. Yeah, didn't like, also in like that same issue or whatever, didn't fucking Sandman crawl in Parker's stomach and blow him up? That was fucked up. There's a lot of fucked up stuff in that one, huh? I think there's an anime manga with an immortal character that can use their blood pressure to fly around. That's crazy. Yes. Oh, man. Vor. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit, huh? Super Zero, more like lol lamau. Inko fan. Hey, bullying is bad. God, that fucking moment with Inko just lives rent-free in my fucking mind because it's so stupid.
Mr. Stream is a mutant? You got me. Haha. Yay.
Wasn't even the zombie one. Yeah, I know. It was the one that was like innocent. He was like, what the fuck's going on? And Sandman's like, Grug! And kills him. Like those water jet things, but they're from their gored forearms. God. This is the natural progression of me opening my goddamn mouth, isn't it? I mean, the only way we get the best ending in Wani is by pushing Inko to become his own person. We all agreed the other day that Mr. Streamer is Wonko. Nuh-uh! Fuck all of you! Runko. Wonko's the only based go? What the fuck? Yo, somebody get that guy. I mean, E4 Inko is Funko, and I fucking hate that. Andrew Garfield equals Inko? Even proved his Mia posting. You guys are all terrible. It's funny you mentioned Inko and Snoot. Arlock has been talking about doing that since I When He Kissed That Snoot is wrapping up. Contacted the author of that to make sure he wasn't going to be stepping on toes. Writing it, I mean. Okay. Hey man, I trust Arlock to write some good shit. Imagine a fic that follows Olivia's dad hunting down E1 Inko, John Wick style. He wouldn't need to hunt him down John Wick style. What the fuck is Wonko gonna do? He's not gonna have guards that are gonna fucking fight Olivia's dad. All he has to do is just walk into Inko's house and be like, hey, are you the one who pushed my daughter down the stairs? And then Wonko will be like, well, you see, sir, it was actually... And then he's gonna grab him by the skull and crush him. It's that simple. By the way, Mario Luigi Bowser's Inside Story has a premise based around 4. It's somehow one of the best Mario games. Yes, I still have it on my cartridge. Jesus. Okay. Inko noted, I guess. Again, Olivia's dad is built like Mr. X. I'm telling you, I'd read that. It would be kind of, it would be enjoyable. I mean, it wouldn't lie. Trish getting her zaddy. Have you seen Japanese Spider-Man? I don't think so. Question mark. Just realized, congrats on 800 subs. Yeah, we hit 800. Yippee! I gotta figure out if I'm gonna like do something for 1,000. Like actually do something that is, other than just turn stream on and be like, hey guys, we hit 1,000 subs, cool. Yay! Alright, let's get on with the whatever we're doing for the night. Cause 1,000's a bit of a milestone, isn't it? And we're steadily creeping towards it. Have you seen Bulgarian Ant-Man? No. What is Bulgarian Ant-Man? What? Why are you bringing that one up in particular? Olivia's dad and E3 Anon would probably be bros, good pals, absolute buddies. I could see that. Or at least hanging out at a bar, getting a drink, talking about their experiences. Planning on making an E3 Wani fic, but I need an idea for how Inko would meet his cousin E3 Anon. There's a couple ways you could do that, I think. I'd have to really think before I throw any ideas out there. Because otherwise I might be just pulling from something that I subconsciously saw elsewhere. So you haven't seen it? No. No, I haven't. Fuck dead stop traffic. Yeah, that shit always blows. Watching a little gator get a black eye will always crack me up. Just the look in solid disappointment. Oneko based. He cucked Olivia and Ben at the same time. Love him or hate him, man pulled. Man pulled up to the fucking psych award. Is what should have happened. God damn. Gave me a drawing idea, bro. Thanks. Let's fucking go. The artists are cooking. From what I understood, Oneko seems to have made everyone think Olivia tried unaliving herself, since that's what he believed she was doing near the stairs, and he was too delusional to accept any reality that he did not believe in. Oh yeah, no, he convinced everybody, but like, if Olivia ever woke up and was lucid enough, that shit would not go. So you can easily write it in the way that's like, okay, we gotta go beat Inko's ass now. We gotta kill that motherfucker. The third Ant-Man movie, but it's termites instead. Oh? I'm gonna be real, I have not watched many of the superhero movies. If they both still live in Volcadera, then they could just run into each other at one point or another. 1K subs is gonna be a 12-hour stream, reading one fic from start to end. Jesus Christ. I think it would probably be more off like just like a... I mean, a marathon stream I could do. That I could do. But it wouldn't be just reading. My voice would be fucking shot to shit. We'd probably do like a mix of like reading at some point, doing some community shit at another point, you know, figuring it out from there. The dubbing is absolute ass. Oh yeah, in that case he's fucked, no doubt. Oh yeah, absolutely. I've been playing Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story, currently trying to complete the boss rush challenge. I have no idea how hard that is, but best of luck, brother. Read Sage's Trap. No. The Emissary from Hell, Spider-Man. Inko gets fucking drafted. Oh boy, could you imagine Inko being a soldier boy? God damn. Only acceptable Oneko is noted Oneko, and I stand by that. True. Give that brother give that brother brain damage. Set him right. Watch me cook.
Oogie.
Now that I thought of a fix, we're a gold digging Trish trying to get Inko skinny money. A fic, not a fix. Stuck in my head. Well, you know what you could do? Write it, brother. That or a marathon stream, do one fic with a couple of chapters, then a game or two. Yeah. Yeah, marathon could be possible, that's for sure. Running into each other infers Olivia can walk now. You know what they meant, James. Venom movies are basically just Parasite. You know, ain't they coming out with a new Venom movie? Venom head's eating good, I guess. Marathon stream to see who can shit themselves last. Wouldn't be me, brother. I would shit myself somewhere along that. Also, streamer has my spawn drawing. I don't think I've seen the spawn drawing. Is it in the fridge? Let's see here. I saw the one with fucking the monster from Amnesia Bunker and Olivia like growl-offing. And I had an intrusive thought where I was like, well, you'd think they would be more friends since both of them have an ending where someone pushes them into a hole. Or pushes them down and they fucking die. Okay, Aztec, yeah. Oh, we got Jake swinging a fucking shovel. Okay, yeah, right. Got Iron Will with some Bernard Houts. Okay. I'm behind on this shit, ain't I? Damn. Fuck happened to me? I usually am better about this. There's some Mimi. Give that a quick heart. Ah, Jake being soft with Schizo. Ah, there's Spawn. Hey, it's pretty good Spawn. My exposure to Spawn was through like a PS2 game, I believe. Can't remember what the name of it was, but I remember playing that back in the day. Okay. Oy, 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 oy. It's not wrong. Say that I love E3 wanting more than E4. Nope, I wouldn't say that's wrong. E3 is a very, 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 very good ending. 1,000 subs and Lanny gets a second birthday. 2 birthdays in 1 Pride month would kill Lanny, I think. And on's the real soldier. 5 minutes, Mr. Creamer. Can't wait for the pool. I love the yap. My bones are vibrating. Don't worry, Jake. We're getting there. My liver is shriveling from the coke and whiskey. It's tea time. What'd you think of the Inco drawings? I sent them while in the Wani slide a while back. I'd have to check it. I can't remember off the top of my head. And I've been in a little, like, that brain fog has been is stopping me from looking through like a lot of the fucking channels recently. It's just today it was the worst it's been, but I mean I probably will end up looking through the fucking channels after stream today.
I'm sure I'll come across it then.
Skibbity Jake the Shovel Knight. Just gotta ink it. God, I love ink. Mimi not do draw and shit, so Mimi not too familiar with all process, but Mimi like when art show up. And Mimi also like Mimi, so also has a strange musical number attached to one of the final fights. Like, think music from Mamma Mia. They use puppets for some of the termites, and they can talk like Muppets. That sounds like a fucking bit of a fever dream, eh? Burgers, fries, Sierra Mist, or fries and fries. Okay. Burgers, fries, and Sierra Mist, or burritos and Baja Blast. Burgers, always burgers. Sees art, neuron activation. It really is that simple with me. And I think a lot of people, to be fair. Okay, we've met the quota. We're about at an hour of the yap, which means it's time, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to pull up the readings. Your F11. There we go. Also, doesn't it all exist? So get absolutely baited, you utter fool, you sheer bozo. Look, I just believe chat until I have no reason to believe. And you've given me no reason to believe now, so I'm very upset. The yapter is over. Sweet burgers it is then. Fuck yeah, brother. I'll probably be having burgers for lunch tomorrow. My dad's coming up to visit me and my brother. So that should be a fun time. I'll take a picture and send it in the Discord, guys. It'll be cool. Let's go. Jake, get ready. Your vibrations can stop now. The chapter is being read. Alright, let's see if I can keep some kind of consistency between my voices here. Alright. Here we go. Chapter 4. Stern Beliefs. Riding the metro again, I feel like $1,000,000 after yesterday. That was the first time I'd done something like that. Go out of my way to get into a fight like that, I mean. I'm sure it wasn't my first scrap, far from it. But usually they come to me. I feel invigorated. Happy? I guess so. Great. That's kind of bad, actually. Is this how I'm gonna get my kicks now? Going out and picking random fights in the streets? I'll be lucky if I'm not dead by the end of the year. But if it's gonna help me control my outbursts at school, do I really have any other choice? And what if I end up getting fucked up? Am I just gonna go to school looking chewed up and wrapped in bandages? That'll get people talking for sure. I gotta be careful. I can't let people find out that I'm like that. Well, worse than what they already know about me. It'd be even worse if if the cops catch me doing this shit. I should start wearing a mask or something. What, like a fucking superhero? Get real. Not like I'm trying to go out and beat the shit out of scumbags for justice. Just makes me feel better. I'm pulled out of my inner turmoil by a heavy thud and distinct darkening of lights. Mr. Ferris? Nice. My gaze travels up to meet the big ol' lugs. He nods. Good morning, D. I return it with a genuine smirk. Morning, Chief. How's it going? School up to code for you? He smiles back. So far, so good, but I'm taking it slow. I like to be very thorough. I hate the idea of a place of learning not being an actual place to learn. You know, I appreciate our talks. Your perspective has really helped me understand the student body more. I cock an eyebrow. Me? You sure? I ain't exactly the ideal student. He chuckles. Of course. I know you're in a rough and tumble sort, but it helps to see all sides, D. Sanctimon should be able to cater to all students from all walks of life. He glances away as he swipes his fingers along his mustache, pondering a question. I do hate to be nosy, but D, is that your name, or is it short for something? Well, someone was bound to ask eventually. I like Ferris, so I'll just tell him. Yeah, it's short for Dorian. Mom was real into Greek history. Dad went along with it to make her happy. But I really do prefer D, so just keep calling me that. Okay? He nods. Of course. Thank you for telling me, D. I appreciate it. He glances away again. And another thing. You're keyed into all the young folk lingo, right? I can't help but let a little chuckle escape my lips. Yeah, I guess I am. What's on your mind, Chief? He stares at me intently. What does yeet mean? I've heard the term thrown around recently. I cock an eyebrow, a wry smirk tugging at my mouth. Yeet? It's, like when you throw something really hard. But you can also just use it as, like, you know, when you say, yeah, real excited or something. It's like 3 years old now, though. He hums quietly, peering at me with a cocked eyebrow of his own. Well then. Mr. Ferris grills me about slang until the metro car finally pulls to our stop. We say our goodbyes as we reach the entrance to the school, and I head off to get ready for PE. I don't like waiting around in the hallways, and it's not like I keep anything in my locker anyways, so I just head to the locker room and get changed into the clothes early, lounging around on the gym bleachers until class starts. Coach Sully catches my attention as he walks up. Good morning, Private Fault. I need a favor from you, son. I cock an eyebrow. Sure, Coach Sully. He gestures a hand for me to follow, and I oblige. He leads me into the equipment storage room and gestures to a bunch of roll-out mats. We're gonna be doing a bit of wrestling today, so help me fold these mats out and get them ready. I immediately go and lug one apiece under my arms, grinning. Wrestling, huh? Sweet. You splitting boys and girls apart, I assume? He nods, snorting. Obviously. That would be a disaster otherwise. But I assume you're only asking because of Mia. Don't worry, son. I won't force you to go anywhere near her. I shrug. It's whatever, boss. I'm in a real good mood today, and I don't even think she could do much to piss me off. I see him perk up at that. Really? I'm glad to hear that. Well, I flinch. Double time it and get those mats rolled out yesterday, maggot! I step to it, making sure they're evenly spaced apart until the gym is ready and prepped for a morning of sweaty grappling. Students have already begun filling in, and by the time I put the last mat down, the bell chimes out. We do our usual shoulder-to-shoulder lineup, while Sully belts out our activities for today. He files the ladies and gents onto opposite sides of the gym, and pairs us off with partners. Naturally, I end up with Damien. He looks absolutely thrilled shitless, and we chat a little while Solly's on the other side of the gym yelling orders to the others. Oh yeah! I love wrestling! I peer at him curiously. You good at it? He nods. Yeah, it's super good. I wrestle all the time with my little bro, and Solly's been having us do it here and there since freshman year. I crack my neck back and forth, a grin creeping across my face. Don't get too excited. You asked me to show you some moves, remember? Any excitement he had slowly begins to wane as he absorbs my words, studying my face intently. Crap. I belt out a laugh, slapping him on the back. Don't worry about it. I won't hurt you too bad. He cocks an eyebrow, but smiles, recoiling a little from the slap. You seem in high spirits today, bro. I nod, peering off to the side. Yeah, I did some soul searching yesterday after school. He nods sagely. That's deep, Deester. Suddenly, Solly's voice rings out across the room. Okay, maggots! Step on your mats and get ready to tussle! All of you been training for this day since freshman year! Show me the results! He raises his whistle to his mouth as Damien and I post up in front of each other, crouching low. Damn, this is the most intense I've ever seen this goofy guy. Solly waits for everyone to get ready and... Damien and I immediately shoot forward and slam into a clinch. Fuck, this guy's strong. Damn dino strength. I have to batter away intrusive thoughts of slamming an elbow into his face. It's usually when I'm doing something like this, it's in a dirty fight. I twist my foot and lurch my shoulder in, battering his arm aside as I throw one under his armpit and hook it across his back, my other coming up and slamming against the back of his head and locking him in an underhook. I slip my foot behind his and drive forward, but he stomps his other foot back and keeps himself up. Alright. He's not bad. Okay. We do this the hard way then. I try to trip him one more time and he expects it, stomping down again. Take advantage of the motion to slip behind him, swiftly wrapping my arms around his midsection and locking my hands together at the fingers. He grunts, wrenching at my arms as I fall backwards, bringing him onto the ground with me. My legs lock around his waist, and he's unsure what to do with his hands as I take my arms off of his midsection and try to wrap an elbow around his neck. But he sees what I'm going for and interposes his own hand in time to keep me from executing a full choke. Even still, I keep his arm locked against his chest. Arm hold it is then. I take my free hand and start wrenching at the now locked joint roughly, causing him to grunt in pain. He wraps his other arm up under my assaulting arm and wrenches it off with a heavy tug, freeing up his locked arm. I can't help but chuckle, hissing a friendly little taunt. This would be a lot easier for me if I could just slug you one. I position my arms behind his back and unlock my legs, shoving him forward. He staggers to his feet as I smoothly rise up, and suddenly we're circling each other on the mat, trying to get a read. He cocks a grin. Yeah, it'd be way easier for me if I could just spit in your face, Deester. Oh, the music. Oh, I fucking... Hold up. We still got enough of the fight here. It's all good. Fucking dinos. I wave my fingers towards me with both hands as I grin at him, taunting him with the old come hither motion. He takes the bait with a laugh, and suddenly we're locked into another clinch. Sorry, my boy, I gotta do it to you. Sweeping my hand across his chest, I ball the collar of his gym shirt up in my fist and pull him close to my chest, and with one giant twist of my hip, I heave him over my shoulder and send his ass overhead onto the floor. The mat takes most of the impact, but he still hits the floor with a meaty thud, and judging from the breathless grunt that just escaped him, he got the wind knocked out of him regardless. Unfortunately, wrestling is a game of submission. I spare him no time as I hit the ground next to him, slipping under his arm and immediately locking it into an arm bar, which I waste no time putting pressure on. Damien struggles vainly for a few moments before I give one final hearty tug, and with a decidedly desperate grunt of pain, he starts tapping on my leg with his free hand. I let go almost immediately and roll off him. Standing up, I stare down at him and he looks up at me, breathing heavily. Holy crap, dude, you weren't kidding. Grinning, I reach down and clap my hand into his, helping him to his feet and patting his shoulder as he works the stress out of his arm with a few shakes. No, I was not. Fighting's kind of my hobby. My real art, if you will. He chuckles. I can tell, hombre. You're a scary guy. Glad you're my friend. That word again. The mere mention of it draws a wince out of me. Unfortunately for me, he notices. Frowning, he turns to face me fully. D, I'm not mad at you for what you said yesterday, man. It was a poorly timed joke on my part. You were clearly hella mad. I shake my head. I still shouldn't have done it. But if you ain't mad, I'm not gonna sweat it. I hold my fist out, smirking. Give me knucks, big man. You did alright. He grins widely, completing the bump. We turn and watch the rest of the class, and I note that Mia has already beaten her poor partner, who looks absolutely devastated on the ground. Poor gal. Wait, is that red cunt staring at me? She is. She must have watched Damien and I's bout. I lock eyes with her, and where I expect to see a smug grin, I only see a contemplative scowl. What? Didn't think the skinny could back his shit talking from yesterday? I shake my head at her and turn to watch the others. Ain't worth my time. Art. Never really used to think about it much, but even I couldn't help but get a little excited after Yadkin started talking about her first project. Especially since Olivia seemed to be a beaming beacon of joy as she tried to flag him down before he could even finish his first sentence. It was strange to see her so animated, like she was a completely different girl. Yadkin and her had a sort of staring contest. It was hard to describe, like they were speaking without words. I guess the Yadkin won the battle because he just flicks the lights off and turns on the projector on the ceiling, playing the class a decidedly morbid video about the production of a specific kind of paint. What the fuck? That shit happens? Why's paint gotta be so metal like that? Olivia pouts in her seat as the video plays, clearly not taking her non-verbal loss well. At the video's midpoint, Yadkin flicks the lights on and pauses it. And that, Miss Halford, is why we won't be using any more exotic materials for any projects. I can see why. Christ. Olivia glowers at him. I still don't see the problem. Yadkin tuts, wagging his finger. You know the drill, Olivia. Proper safety handling course first, and then we can use oil-based paints. But you know it's not until the second semester, so the normal supplies will do. Patience is a virtue, young lady. Anywho, since we started the video, we may as well finish it. With another click, the lights go back off and the video continues to play. Olivia sags in her seat, letting out a silent groan. She massages her throat gently, whipping a metal canteen out and drinking from it. Is she? Nah, it's just gotta be water. Yadigan's chill, but he ain't that chill. I can't get a read on this girl. Did I even want to? I mean, shit, I've never known anyone like her. Wheelchair aside, not that it even mattered. You'd never think a girl like her could have such passion in those eyes, which are looking at me, ready to rip my throat out. Oh, shit. I was staring, wasn't I? I go to grunt out an apology, but it catches in my throat and she promptly spins around and rolls her way over to Yadkin's desk. Fuck. Didn't take her for a narc. Yadkin listens to her intently, and judging from the glare she shoots back at me, it isn't a polite conversation. Fuck, all I did was look at her. What, she's allowed to gawk at me while I'm getting soda, but I can't sneak a peek at her? Yadkin locks eyes with me and motions for me to come up to his desk with a single finger. Man. I roll my my eyes and stand up, shoving my hands into my pockets as I walk up to the incoming shitstorm. Yadikin's eyes flick between us both, and he speaks in a low mutter just barely audible over the video. Okay, what's the issue? Olivia's telling me you're making goofy faces at her. Olivia grunts. No, I said he's been staring at me all through class. Yeah, I was. Hard to deny. It's weird. Like he's never seen someone like me. Can't you move him to a different seat? Oh. She really did think it was about the wheelchair. Shit, don't I look like an asshole? Yadikin shakes his head. Now hold on there a sec, Olivia. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm sure this is just a misunderstanding. She rolls her head back, groaning out Yadikin's name in annoyance. Wow, she sure acts different around him. She fishes her canteen out again and drinks deeply from it as Yadikin continues. You're given a lot of leeway when it comes to seat assignment, but asking for something like this... She gasps quietly as she finishes drinking, capping the canteen and holding it in her lap. She scowls, hunching over slightly. I just want him to leave me alone. Another swig. Damn, she's thirsty. Yadikin looks at me with an upturned brow. Well, Dee, please enlighten us. What's on your mind? Doesn't look good to have disagreement between classmates this early in the year. I can only shrug. I don't know, Teach. I didn't realize there was a disagreement. He nods gently. Sure, but sometimes it's the little things that you don't realize you do that have the biggest effect on people around you. Anything like that come to mind? I chew the inside of my mouth, but come up blank, shrugging again. Olivia still looks pissed. I grunt, grasping at anything I can come up with in my mind. I sit next to her in here. I'm friends with some of her friends, who also happen to invite me to sit at the same lunch table she sits at. Not allowed to be a little curious. Yadikin absorbs this information with a quiet hum, turning back to Olivia. Well, sounds like he just wants to know more about you, Olivia. She shoots me the side eye, her face crinkling ever so slightly. I'm not really interested. He's distracting me from class, and I just want to watch the video without being gawked at. I lean back, my mouth twisting to a frown. I didn't mean to gawk, Olivia. Sorry. Yadikin tilts his head. Does this resolve the issue, Olivia? She crosses her arms and tilts away from me, pouting. No, I don't want somebody in this class. She uncaps her canteen again and upturns it, finds nothing. It's empty. She hunches over with a quiet growl. Yadikin jabs his thumb at the door. Olivia, you can go fill that up if you want. She hesitates, but he does a little sweeping motion towards her with his fingers. You won't be missing anything. I'm sure you have this entire video memorized. Olivia glares back at me as she wheels her way out to the nearest water fountain. Once she's out of earshot, Yadikin sighs and leans back in his chair, hands behind his head. All right, Dee. I told you yesterday about the whole clearing the air thing. Now she's in a mood because you were ogling her like a weirdo. Here I thought you two would get along after she gave you that sketch she made. Truthfully, I'm impressed, but here we are. What's going on, big guy? I throw up my hands in exasperation. I said sorry. Look, boss, I'm gonna keep it real with you. My mind ain't been so hot the past couple days. He cocks an eyebrow, urging me to continue. Look, you've probably seen my file, yeah? He nods slowly. You can tell I ain't good at all this social crap. Suddenly I got people like Damien freaking Payne gang pressing me into his friend group, which Olivia happens to be in. I'm trying to be cool, I don't... I stop and grunt, frustrated, but manage to continue. I'm trying, okay? I don't know how the hell to do this friend crap. He hums. It's nothing personal, Dee. I look at him in confusion. Olivia's reticent, especially when it comes to change. If you sit with her at lunch, I can see why she'd be wary of you. And it's not because of You. I grunt, rubbing the bridge of my nose. Sure. She seems to love you, though. He cocks an eyebrow. What's that mean? I gesticulate at him broadly. I've seen her speak more to you than I have any other time I've seen her. Just in this class. Does it have to do with her canteen? She got throat problems? He hums. It's mostly because she just never really talks at all, unfortunately. Stop using a muscle, it gets strained when you do use it. She just trusts me. I've known her since she was a freshman. She gravitated towards arts, especially my particular teaching style, and I just took her under my wing, I suppose. I grunt. She's friends with Damien, right? Seems like she doesn't even say anything to him. And she lives with the freaking guy. Yadikin shakes his head gently. Poor kid. I hope he's doing alright. I snort. He's peachy keen, boss. She's just so distant. Makes the weird rumors I keep hearing about her more interesting, even when I know I really shouldn't care. At that, Yadikin leans forward. I heard you gossiping with Ben yesterday. Is this about that? I nod. I guess, yeah. I haven't spoken to him again, but he sure seemed to have some kind of beef with her. To be frank, I really don't care. He nods back, moving to speak, but I continue. And then there's what Liz told me too. He cocks an eyebrow. I know something of her. Something the matter? I shake my head. No. Maybe? I don't know. She just said something weird about how I shouldn't get invested in becoming Olivia's friend. It's frustrating me, you know? I guess that's why I was looking at her weird. Like I said, my bad. Yadikin rubs his temples. Oh boy, that's worse than I thought. I cock an eyebrow at him, prompting him to continue. So, you've met 3 people that know Olivia, other than me. Of the 3, only one thinks highly of her, and the other 2 are trying to rope you into drama the minute she comes up in conversation. No wonder you're so confused. I hum in contemplation. Yeah. That's what's happening, basically. I hadn't thought of it like that. He shakes his head. I don't blame you. You shouldn't be involved in anything this stupid. High schoolers. I snort. I guess it's better than getting into a brawl over it. Yadikin snorts himself, leaning back and collecting his thoughts. Okay, I have an important question for you then. Do you really want to be Olivia's friend? I almost say no, but I stop myself. I look awkwardly around for a brief moment, before shrugging in exasperation. I guess. He cocks a judging eyebrow. Are you sure? Or is this just curiosity about her? He seems dead serious. I stare back at him intently. Then, yes, I'm sure. I want to be friends. Like I said, I really am trying not to screw up. This is my last chance. I cut myself off as Olivia wheels back in, right up to the desk, staring at Yadikin with a deadpan expression. Back. Have you changed his desk yet? Yadikin glances at me expectantly. I turn to Olivia, hands back in my pockets. Hey. Sorry I'm wigging you out during class, okay? I'll try not to do it anymore. She narrows her eyes in suspicion. Her eyes flit to Yadikin, who gives her that same expectant glance. She looks back at me, relaxing slightly. Sure. I mean, you're welcome. I mean, thanks. Shit. I snort, causing her to glare at me for a brief moment. She quickly calms down and continues. But, no, really. I don't want to be distracted. Yadikin drums his fingers along his desk. Come on now, Olivia. The least you could do is give him another shot. You never know. She hums. I don't really want to know. I
get he's like friends with Damien, but I don't really, not in this class.
I leaned to the side. Come on. We both hate Mia, so we got that going for us, right? I just want to try the friend thing out. She stops and raises an eyebrow at me curiously, but she promptly looks back to Yadikin pleadingly, and he just smiles gently in return. Olivia, I do think he would make a good friend for you. She stiffens, shocked.
What?
There go the walls, starting to crumble down. He continues, gesturing at me. I'm simply saying I think you should just give Dee a chance. The gaps in the defense are huge now. You both are quite similar at heart, even though your methods are very different. Perhaps you'll find some compromise behind cynicism and naivety if you work together. Finally, the walls are gone. She just looks like a timid, confused girl now.
Well, I don't... Are you for real, Mr. Yadikin?
He nods. I am. He's actually in another class of mine. He eyes me candidly. I can tell he's got passion in him, somewhere, just like you with a brush. Might not be with said brush, or even a camera, but there's something burning up in him that just needs to be harnessed. I expect great things from him. A strange feeling tugs at my heart as he says that, and I side-eye him with a mildly shocked expression. Does he really think that? Olivia sinks back into her chair gently.
Okay. Sorry, I thought,
She buttons up with a shocked expression. Oop, think she just bit her tongue. Yadikin shrugs. It's just my opinion. You can make your own choices, Olivia. She nods in rapid succession. Yadikin glances up. Oh, movie's about to end. Back to your seats, you two. He glances at us both. We good here? Olivia side-eyes me again, but nods. I like to speak. Yep. He nods. All right. He waves us off, and Olivia returns to her spot. I hang back for a brief moment. Thanks, Mr. Yadikin. He smirks. For what? I just gave my opinion. I'm serious. It's up to the two of you now if you want to be friends. Don't screw it up. He waves me off and stands up to get the lights, and I hustle back to my desk and sit. I stare absentmindedly at the screen. Only an opinion, huh? Sure, seemed like a lot more than an opinion. And shit. I can tell he's got passion in him. Nobody's ever said that to me before. Ever. And she's got that same passion for art? Now I'm only more curious about her. Speaking of which, now she's the one oogling me in class, thinking I can't see her. Now the tables have turned. She's trying to get a read on me from my face alone. Too bad I got a good poker face, cause she just seems confused and shaken up. I watch her jaw waver a few times, almost like she's about to say something but stops at the last second. She's thinking about what Yadikin said too. Suddenly, the lights flick back on and I reel back, groaning. God damn it. Yadikin's voice cuts through the brightness. Alright, normally in your first week we'd be doing something simple like a color swatch wheel, but I think you all can handle something a little more advanced. Olivia perks up the word advanced. There I go, completely forgotten about in her mind. Yadikin holds up a fat stack of papers for us to gander at, gesticulating to them theatrically with his other hand. The first things first, I'd like for you all to fill out these topic sheets so that I know you understand how to safely handle oil-based paints. Last thing we need is another burnt-down classroom. The fuck? I wonder Mr. Ferris is auditing this place. Yadikin continues. Once you're done with them, bring it up to my desk so I can review them. I'll hand the permission slips over after I'm confident none of you will burn or poison yourselves to death. The papers get passed back, and I scan the sheet. Fucking shit, I don't know the answer to any of these questions. I was up there yapping the whole time while the video was on. Great. I've become my own worst nightmare. I can't even guess at any of this because it's all dino-related shit. I don't have a fucking 3-inch snout. Who cares about what kind of grade mask I need? I catch Yadikin peering at me, and when he sees me seeing him see me, he glances to my side. I follow his gaze and Olivia. She's blazing through that sheet like nobody's business. Damn, Yadikin wasn't kidding. She did know the video by heart. Fuck it. Cheating time. Hey, she jerks her head to me, sneering.
What? What now? What? What is it? I'm not gonna let you draw me.
I stare at her with narrow eyes and just lift my page up, gesturing to all the unanswered questions. She groans, looking at Yadikin pleadingly, which he counters by giving her a winning grin and 2 thumbs up. She leans forward, gripping her head in both hands. She sits back, glaring at me.
Fine. Fine. Here.
She holds her sheet out, and I gingerly take it, giving Yadikin the side eye. Is he really gonna let me cheat? And he's got a sleeping mask on, and he's lounging at his desk. This fucking guy. I shrug, scribbling the words from Olivia's sheet and trying at least to make it look obvious that I didn't copy her words verbatim. Some people are already bringing their sheets up to Yadikin's desk, but he is checked the fuck out. I feel you, brother. I finish my ill deed and pass Skater Grower paperback. Appreciate it, Olivia. She takes it back with a grunt.
Whatever.
She finishes off the last few questions she had to do and wheels her page up to the desk. The last answer is thankfully easy. I know what a flashpoint is. I've burned a couple of things down. I get up and deliver my sheet to the desk. Yadikin tilts his mask up with one finger, and upon seeing it's me, gestures to a stack of slips. Excellent. There's your permission slip. I snort. What? You ain't even gonna look at it? He looks amused. D, you know that most of that doesn't even apply to you. What, you planning on drinking some of the paint? I chuckle, putting my paper down and swapping with one of the slips. After that video? Fuck no. I stiffen. Oops, I let one slip. I give him a tentative side eye, and he just chuckles back and waves me off, back to my desk. Get back to your chair and wait for class to end, D. Tomorrow I'll be starting you on something simple, like painting a cube. Or a ball. His eye twinkles at me. Yeah, model dodgeball painting. Groaning, I roll my eyes and walk away as he lowers his eye mask back down. I can't help but smirk. Man, Coach Solly's cool, but Yadikin might be my new favorite teacher. Sorry, Monkey Man. I flop back into my seat, and it's business as usual as Olivia goes back to leering at me with 5 minutes on the clock left. I look back at her and cock an eyebrow. She cocks hers. What, are we having a staring contest now? A few minutes pass, and I snort. She narrows her eyes at me, and I lean my head against my fist and grin. Paint a picture. That'll last longer. She recoils slightly, her face going ever so crimson as the bell rings. She quickly spins and wheels herself out to spare herself the embarrassment. Damn, she's deaf with that thing. I get up and go on my own merry way. Fuck it, the lunchroom. I wade through the chaos, throwing an elbow into someone's gut and stomping on at least 3 people's feet as I cut a swath through the crowd to Damien and company's table. The fuck is that long-ass thing? Oh, that's Liz, I think. Both Damon and Olivia are already present as well, the former chowing down on a grody-looking sandwich with like 8 different meats on it. With one final grunt, I slam an elbow across some dude's crest and exit the crowd, nearly jumping into my seat at the table. Fucking raptor Christ on his cross of rock, I don't think I'll ever get used to that. Damien chortles. I don't know, bro. You look like you got a grip on it pretty good. Hey, you met Liz yet? He gestures to Liz, who is currently 95% neck, chewing on the vines growing from the ceiling. I nod. Yeah, we've met. Yo, Liz. She lifts a hand and waves at me, which is an intensely strange sight. I hear her voice bright as day, though, even with her head being all the way up there.
Hey, D. Didn't know you were there until I heard you.
I peer at the lunch lines. Jesus. Did I just watch someone get brained with a steel chair? Nuh-uh. Fuck that. I ain't doing that fucking lunch line rigmarole. Got any vending machine orders? You better put them in now, 'cause I ain't going back out. Damien pogs and requested Dr. Taro, and Liz asks for a can of Snoot Kissed. I peer at Olivia, and she peers back silently. I shrug. Okay, I guess Olivia doesn't want anything. She grunts angrily.
Okay, fine. Paquitos and a Dr. Taro too.
Click my tongue at her. Atta girl. She grumbles quietly as I head outside and get everyone's garbage together. Not like I really care. It's my dad's fucking money. I return to the table and toss everyone their filthy lucre. Slumping back down and opening my own bag of potato garbage. Liz's voice echoes from up top as she hears the cans rattle against the table.
Thanks, Dee. Damien, if you don't mind.
Already on it. He snatches up the Snoot Kissed, cracking it open as Liz lowers her head. She's wearing one of those stupid fucking soda hats. You know what? I can't even laugh. Fair game, Brachio girl. Fair game. Damien swaps it out like his life depends on it, and Liz smiles at him.
Thank you.
He bashfully rubs the back of his head. No problemo. Cock an eyebrow at Liz's head as Liz's head makes its way back up to the vines. Damien turns to me. So, Deester, how's your day been so far? I shrug. Acceptable, I guess. I peer at Damien, slowly grinning. How's the arm, big guy? He laughs, rotating it around. Still sore, man. It really did a number on me. Liz's head pokes down curiously, mouthful of leaves. Olivia cuts her eyes at me suspiciously. Liz speaks, somehow perfectly clearly despite the leaves in her gob.
What happened?
I look up at her. Coach Solly had us wrestling PE today. Gave Damien a little demonstration. She looks shocked, swallowing her leaves.
You actually beat Damien? Wow.
She glances down at him.
Did you go easy on him or something?
He shakes his head. Nuh-uh. Deester's just a badass. I wave him off. It was nothing, big guy. Say, Liz, thanks again for helping me put in my submission. She nods.
Sure thing.
Damien looks at me. Yeah. You can always count on Liz to help you out. She giggles.
Flattery will get you nowhere, Damien.
He looks up at her, smiling, and then turns back to me. Just saying the honest truth. Liz entered the contest too, right? Everyone must be trying to win the cash prize. Liz hums.
The money's okay.
She comes back down with another mouthful of leaves, dipping them into a tray full of sauces as she continues speaking perfectly clearly despite having a mouthful. How the fuck is she doing that?
The real prize is having your submission featured in the sponsor's magazine cover and in a featured article. Do you have any idea how great that looks on a resume? Heck, I can probably get a scholarship with that alone.
I lean back, trying to picture one of my tags displayed in the magazine. Damn. I look up at Liz. You really do got it all planned out, huh? What'd you submit?
She gulps down her salad and grins. My best digital art piece.
Damien turns. Ooh, what is it? She brings out her phone, swiping around and then flipping it around.
Here.
It's some kind of fancy house. Looks good, though. Classy and old-timey and shit. Damien pogs yet again, pointing at the screen. Yo! That's so cool! It looks so realistic! Liz bobs her head up and down gently.
Thanks. It took me about a week to really blend some of the more fanciful elements into each other. I based it off my grandfather's home from the old country.
Damien nods like he pretends he understands. This is amazing! You can't even tell that this whole thing's digital art at all. He grabs her phone and turns it towards Olivia. Hey, Olivia! She jumps at her name, scowling just a little. Damn, she was hella zonked.
What? Not giving these chips back, they're mine.
Everyone's face drops a little, Damien's especially. I was just gonna show you Liz's entry. She narrows her eyes and peers over at it. She looks up and only offers a nod, and then returns to her chips. Damien looks a little more crestfallen for a moment, but then bounces back to his usual goofy grin as he hands Liz's phone back. I decided it's a good time to jump in now. I didn't realize you were so into making art yourself after the whole art dealer spiel you gave me yesterday. Yeah, it looks good, though. Don't get me wrong. You just doing it as a little side hobby or something? She nods.
Something like that, yeah. Thank you either way. The whole art dealer thing is why I decided to come to school, actually. There are a whole bunch of elite graduates, and even just becoming an alumni here is a fantastic way to make connections.
I nod slowly. I sort of get it, especially after what she told me yesterday. And you're the treasurer too, yeah? Really prepping for the whole business thing. She nods again.
Mm-hmm. I'm doing everything I can to prepare myself for the real deal. I do love painting, though. It's not just a means to an end for me. Maybe that's why I want to get into trading, so I can give the right people what they need.
I lean forward, nodding contemplatively. Sure. Man, I guess I should start thinking about what I want to do. Ain't easy. For some reason, my mind drifts to Olivia and what she's thinking right now. Is she even checked into the current conversation? Damien is just bouncing his head up and down like a fucking goofball, and I can't tell if he's just listening to a song in his head or agreeing with Liz. Soft sigh beside me catches my attention. Glancing over, Olivia's staring down at her chips in rumination. Guess I ain't the only one worrying about where I'm gonna end up. Shouldn't sweat it though. I mean, it's still got the whole year. I glance at Damien. What about you, big guy? He shrugs, grinning. Nah, I don't really have a big goal set. The only reason I'm here is because school's closest to our home. Liz looks at him, unimpressed.
Damien, you know I keep telling you about planning ahead.
He stares up at her, his grin not faltering. I know. I just like keeping my options open. I lean forward, resting my chin on my fist. What are you even doing here, then? Just coasting? He gives a half nod. Sure, I guess. And I just picked out any classes that seemed interesting to me. Omega's pretty fun, though. I get to make food in class and eat it, too! Liz peers down at him.
You'd make the perfect husband with skills like that.
Damien nods. Yeah! He then whips around, looking at her stupidly. Wait, what? Liz realizes what the fuck she just said and cocks her head back, blushing crimson as she slowly raises her head back up to the rafters. I can't help the snort that escapes me, which promptly turns into an actual laugh. Burgeoning love, ain't that fucking precious. Liz's exasperated voice cuts through the air while I continue laughing. Damien looking like he has no idea what the hell is going on. D, come on! I wipe an errant tear away, my laugh settling into more chuckles. Alright, I'm done. Liz huffs.
To get back to my point, the art contest. If I win and get that interview, it's a humongous advantage.
I grunt. I bet. Hey, Olivia, you put in anything for the contest? She glances at me, eyes widening just a bit.
No.
She then glances away, deflating slightly. Liz jolts back down, her soda hat flying off into who knows where.
Really? Oh crap, I might have a chance then.
Damien side-eyes her, furrowing his brow. Liz, that sounds a certain way. If Damien has to point that out to you, then that's when you know you fucked up. A guilty look crosses her face.
Sorry. I didn't mean it like that, I swear.
She tries to assuage Olivia with a smile, but the green menace just rolls her eyes and continues yummying down on her chips. I lean back, my eyes still focused on Olivia. When we had our chat in this class, Mr. Attican mentioned your painting skills. The little portrait sketch he drew me was kick-ass, so... She freezes as Damien shoots forward. Whoa! She what? She turns to me, glaring daggers. Wow. How many times am I gonna fuck it up with this chick? I haven't even seen her real work, only a fucking sketch. Can you blame me for being curious? She closes her eyes, breathing deeply as she takes a neutral expression once again.
She
glances me up and down awkwardly.
can't.
I cock an eyebrow. What's that even mean? She shrugs.
Besides, even if I could, they're gonna be looking for the best artist here. So you gotta show that to them with how good your art is. I just don't want them to look at me and feel like they have to give me a reward out of pity.
Damien was mid-bite of his nasty ass looking sandwich when she says this, and he freezes. His gaze flickering between the two of us. Jesus, Damien. Don't tire the hamster in your head out too much, pal. Olivia keeps speaking.
I want to be judged for my art and not...
She looks at the table, seemingly taking in all its details as she tries to think of words. She sighs wearily.
It would just feel undeserved.
I grunt. How? Damien jolts forward, nearly getting in her face. Yeah, how? Liz pushes him back gently with her neck.
Damien, shh!
I lean forward, furrowing my brow. Has that happened? People actually do that shit? She looks at me plainly for a brief moment, then glances off into space.
You weren't there for it. Some losers tried to tell me to take advantage of it.
What the fuck? I can't help the sneer that crosses my face as I lean back. Well, fuck 'em. She looks up at me, seemingly genuinely shocked I would say something like that. I cock an eyebrow at her. What? I know what it feels like to get thrown the fucking pity party, and I hate every goddamn second of it. You don't gotta explain yourself to me. She leans back, brushing her hair aside. That's a new look on her face, one that I can't quite place. She twiddles her thumbs, glancing everywhere except towards me.
Yeah, I just don't want to get awards and praises I haven't earned. I'm seriously not that good. Really wouldn't even win.
She sighs, picking her drink up and taking a hearty sip. I pose a question. Can I see some of your work? She doesn't even bother to look at me, setting the can back down.
No.
I furrow my brow. Why not? I get that a lot of people are like super talented or some shit. Way better than I'll ever be at it, and they're still just in school. Fucked up to think about. Like that landscape of the city near the principal's office. Damien cocks an eyebrow. Landscape? I nod. Yeah, the one in the city? Freshman made that shit and it's gorgeous. That's me saying that. Olivia looks at me contemplatively, before glancing away shyly.
I made that.
I widen my eyes at her. Seriously? Damien smirks. Her name is on it, isn't it? I rack my brain back to the placard underneath it. Oh, Halford. I slap my hand against my face. Fuck. I'm such an idiot. Olivia snorts.
Is it really that much of a shocker to you?
I turn towards her, gesticulating. Fuck yeah, it is. That shit is the best painting I've ever seen in my life. Fuck all those old-ass Renaissance painters or whatever the fuck. She shrugs.
I mean, it's whatever. I painted it with the help of a guide, so it isn't like I'm the one who did it all.
I wave her off. Whatever, and fuck's his name. Couldn't have painted the Mona Lisa without that bitch sitting in front of him. So what? You can't enter because you already won once? She taps her claws along the table, humming.
Yeah, basically.
She looks away from us, returning to her chips. Damn, I thought I was harsh on myself. This chick's her own worst enemy. Liz's head telescopes back down into my peripheral vision, and she's sporting quite the shocked look. What, she bit her tongue or something? The others notice too. Damien cocks an eyebrow at her. Liz? Olivia likewise does the same.
What's with the look, long neck?
Liz smiles warmly.
Just surprised to see you in better spirits is all.
Olivia grunts.
You're making it weird. Don't make it weird.
Damien, apparently taking it as an invitation to make it weird, spins around and leans a little too closely towards Olivia. Yeah, it's been ages, Olivia. I think a randy like Deester here got you to open up like this in just 2 days. He gestures to me, grinning dumbly. What'd you do, man? Olivia freezes, looking like a deer in headlights as Damien's mindless ass babble puts her in the spotlight. Without a word, she furrows her brow angrily and spins, wheeling away. Damien, only just now realizing his fuck up, attempts to call out to her. Olivia, wait! Too late. She's gone. Liz and I peer at Damien as we appropriately should. She smacks her lips.
Well, she did give a warning.
I shake my head. Good going, you big fucking goofball. Damien sighs, running a hand through his hair sadly. Yeah, crap. I'm just excited to see she's making good progress. We spent the rest of lunch attempting to talk about Liz's art process, but Damien looked mega bummed out. Kept looking around the cafeteria idly, thinking Olivia might still be hanging around somewhere so we could try and coax her back in. Nah, pal, that ship has sailed. Still, she definitely seemed more open. Like she wants to talk. But why ain't she? The bell rips me out of my thoughts before I can contemplate it further. Question for another time. Liz and Damien wave goodbye and leave me to clean up the fucking mess. Gee whiz, thanks guys. Photography class isn't interesting. Since Ben is my partner, he gives him the go-ahead to show me around the campus. Aside from showing me prime photo spots, I get to see a lot of the school I haven't been to. The music hall and the pool stand out in my mind. Wouldn't mind going swimming once or twice. We end up in the courtyard, Ben pointing out some of the outermost views around the school. No wonder, they're pretty good looking. He starts yapping on about the perfect frame or some shit. My mind ends up wandering to Olivia. Again, Damien's words echo in my mind. What'd you do, man? I don't fucking know. Speak to her like a normal goddamn person?
D?
Like, you fucking hurt her, Damien. She doesn't want to be treated any differently, and yet here you are trying to force everyone to be chummy with her. I guess it worked out this time. I guess. Still not sure myself.
D.
Ben's voice snaps me on my thoughts. What? What? He shakes his head, slight frustration marring his features.
I was asking if you were free on the weekend so we could take pictures.
I grunt. Yeah, I can swing by on Saturday. He relaxes, nodding.
Excellent. We can meet up back here.
I grunt an affirmative absentmindedly as we start heading back to class. I wonder if I can do something in history class. Take a quick sip. I'm gonna die. For some unknown reason, I start getting the Nick cravings in history, so it just amplifies the monotony by 1,000-fold. Procling is rattling on about some fucking hegemony, and crimes against humans and dino kind or something. I don't care. This sucks. A yawn forces its way out of me as I start bouncing my leg up and down. Olivia seems to have returned to her default state, which is one of gloom and doom. Whether she's not still mad about what happened at lunch, or she still doesn't know I'm in this class, I don't know. If it's the latter, it'll be hilarious as fuck when she does realize. Assuming she doesn't want to bite my throat out, that is. Everyone else in the class looks about as catatonic as me, so at least I know I'm not alone. I've been writing notes on autopilot, just picking out key buzzwords from Prockling's lecture. I gotta keep my grades up. It's one thing to fuck up my last shot if I snap and beat the shit out of someone. I think I might actually just kill myself if I fuck up by letting my grades slack. Nobody feels like risking the note game today, apparently. I don't blame him. Knowing Procklin can radio in a fucking Monkey Man airstrike. God. It's just gonna be one of those periods for the rest of the year, I guess. That's high school history class for you, though. Procklin isn't even stalking the class anymore looking for fuck-ups. She's just standing at the board and lecturing us, because she knows she's got us by the balls. How miserable. A flicker of movement in my peripheral catches my attention. It's Olivia. What's she doing? She folds up a piece of notebook paper, licking her finger and wetting the crease so she can cleanly and quietly tear it apart. Oh shit. She going for it? Note game? Please, God, I need to distract myself or I may die. Wonder why she's going for it, though. Maybe she feels guilty about getting caught yesterday? She passes it to her left, and the guy next to her seems hesitant, but takes it anyway. Doesn't write anything down, though, and just passes it on. This continues on for a good long while. Not a single person has the nuts to open it and draw something. Fucking cowards, the lot of you. I track it as it makes its way towards me, and as soon as I feel a tap on my shoulder. Prockling's distracted, so I just reach back and casually palm it as it's handed to me. I set it down in front of me and unfold it. There's only one thing on it. A rat with a really realistic-ass looking hand giving a thumbs up. Plenty of space on this board, and Prockling's still squawking about ancient tribes or some shit. I got the perfect idea. I set the paper on top of my notebook and try to blend it with my notes page as best as possible and get to work. I draw Olivia dressed up as a stereotypical graffiti artist, bandana and puffy jacket included. I make it so that she's spray painting a big stylized rat thugged the fuck up. Stylized as I can make it with a pencil anyway. I check my magnum opus over. Not super amazing traditional artist, so Olivia doesn't quite look accurate. But the wheelchair should at least make it obvious that it's her. The rat, on the other hand, immaculate. I pass the note to Olivia as Prockling gestures something on the board, and she takes it. Her tail wags again a little, but only for a brief moment. All that blank space must be hard to look at. I figure she's at least happy with what I did, and she just passed it again. It makes its round trip through the students again with a heady undertone of irritation. Yeah, that ain't gonna fly again. Why would she do that? Nobody else is gonna man the fuck up and draw something now, the cowards. She must be really bored. Note finds its way back to me regardless. Upon checking it, I find that she's drawn a gaggle of little rats around her, similarly thugged the fuck out. The rat mafia. God damn. Fuck it. I gotta add myself to this. I put myself on the opposite side of the tag, squatting like a real OG and throwing gang signs up. I put extra detail into the scar. It's my defining feature, after all. I double, triple, quadruple check the Prockling isn't paying attention. And we're good. Olivia pinches the note out of my grasp and brings it forward. She scans it briefly, and her gaze turns to our rat mafia masterpiece. What the fuck? Was that a gunshot? The silence hangs in the room before Miss Prockling turns, eyeballing Olivia.
Miss Halford.
She shrinks into her chair like she just wants to melt away.
Sorry, Miss Brockling. I saw a spider.
To her credit, Brockling just shakes her head and sighs, turning back to the board and continuing her onslaught against fun and joy. Olivia's head slowly turns, and she makes eye contact with me. Equal parts content and curiosity flame in her eyes. Guess that loud-ass fucking noise was her tail, judging by the way she's massaging it and the goddamn chip in the linoleum floor. She waits for a prime Prockling isn't looking moment and scribbles something down. She glances back, hesitating, and then flicks the note at me. It goes careening off under my desk, threatening to slide away. My only course of action is to slam my foot down on it, and thanks to my big-ass clod-hopping boots, it makes a really loud racket. Prockling whips her head around, staring at me.
Mr. Fault, what was that noise?
I give her the poker face. Spider. Stomped its lights out. She grimaces at me.
Please clean it up before class is over, Mr. Fault.
Sure thing, Teach. She stares at me briefly and then turns to her desk, turning a few pages and instructing everyone else to do the same. She then goes off looking for something in a drawer. Time to see the goods. I casually slip my hand under my desk and grab the note. She's drawn yet more thugged rats around, except they all have little Glocks pulled on me. Damn. Looks like I stepped into the wrong hood. This is hilarious, though. I really can't be mad. In response, I drew a nasty-looking cat dressed in a suit, aiming a Tommy gun at the little hood rats. I look back over at Olivia, pondering how to return it to her when I see her hood hanging open behind her back. Oh, we hoopin'? I'm hoopin'. With a practiced wrist flick, it goes sailing in like butter. The paper scratches at the back of her neck, and she picks at it, glancing back at me suspiciously. She tries to mouth something at me, but I can't even read normal lips, let alone dinos. She unfolds it, doodles another thing in it, and passes it back. More rats. She really likes rats, huh? We pass it back and forth for the rest of class, slowly creating a little animal ghetto until Procklin gives Olivia the go-ahead to leave at the 5-minute mark. She starts packing her things, shooting glances my way. She's not wigging out anymore, it's just replaced with confusion. Like I wouldn't spare myself the fucking nightmare of this class and ignore the doodle game. She starts wheeling her way out of the room, giving me one final glance at the threshold of the door. I shoot her a smirk and a 2-finger salute, and she recoils slightly, finally turning around and passing through the door. Right. Homework. I stared down at the sheep dully. Fuck. I have no idea what any of this means. Serves me right for slacking off, I guess. I contemplate trying to speed read the chapter, but now that Olivia's gone to distract me, the knit cravings are creeping up my spine like a fucking ghoul. Fuck it. I'll just Google the answers later when I get home. The bell finally rings and I realize I've still got the Rat Hood masterpiece on my desk. Not a fucking chance I'm throwing this out. Rat Hood's coming with me. I slip it into my satchel and get the fuck out of Dodge. God, school gets fucking rowdy when the day is over. It was already bad enough trying to get around in between classes, but at the end, everyone is trying to murder each other to get out the front door. Patience is the smart man's virtue, so I just elect to hang around on the side while I wait for some of the congestion to die down. Soon enough, I'm headed to the stairwell to get downstairs and make my way home so I can finally get a damn smoke in. There's more art displays up here too, despite this not being the art wing. Guess space is at a premium. Something stiff arms me, and I jerk back. Oh, it's Olivia. She's staring up at me without any of her usual suspicion. She opens her jaw to speak, but nothing comes out. I cock an eyebrow at her, looking down at her arm still extended in front of my chest. She lowers it awkwardly, and apparently can't decide whether it's going to go in her hoodie pocket or on her armrest. What? She want the drawing? I go start digging around in my satchel. Yo, I still got that. She cuts me off, looking up at me again.
You could have told me.
I look back at her. What? She continues.
And you were in Miss Brocklin's class too. You could have mentioned that.
I smirk. Sure, I could have, but don't think it was all. But don't you think it was all theatrical and shit when you realized it was me drawing all that? She hums, brushing her hair aside.
Well, whatever. Later, I guess.
She turns to leave, but a question slips out of my throat, stopping her. Why'd you stop me? Her gaze turns to the floor.
I don't really get you.
Her gaze turns back up to me. She's nervous.
Why do you care?
Fucking shit, lady. Not even I know the answer to that. Or do I? Fuck it, I guess it's because I want to be friends, obviously. She doesn't look convinced.
With me, though?
I shrug. Why not? Her eyes widen briefly, reminiscent of the times in the Yadikin's class when she looked so much more alive. A smirk tugs at the edge of my mouth as Mr. Yadikin's words ring in my head. Sometimes it's the little things indeed. I continue speaking. I think Yadikin's right, you know. She hums in disagreement, turning away. What? Too bold? Whatever. I move back down to my satchel. I still got the note. She looks back quizzically.
Note? What, with the doodles from history? Why?
I look back up at her as I pull it out. It's good shit, that's why. Had fun filling it out. You want it? She shakes her head, turning to face me fully.
It's just doodles. You can throw it out.
Her words catch in her throat, and she glances to the side.
Keep it, if it's so important.
Did she just smile? It was tiny, but now she's just staring at... Oh. An elevator? I didn't realize this joint had elevators. Never seen anyone using them. She wheels over to it, pulling out a key and flashing it at me. Ah. Accommodations. The hallway's cleared up a good bit now. The elevator arrives and she rolls in. She jams the key in and pushes the button to go down. She rolls back and I turn to leave, but she stops me. I turn back around. She's looking at me expectantly.
You coming?
Oh, shit. Really? I slid in right as the doors close. God damn, this thing's old. That inspection sticker looks older than my dad. I glance down at her. This is some health hazard ass bullshit. She shrugs, smiling.
What's the worst that happened? Our legs break?
I snort. Wouldn't be the first time. Her smirk fades into surprise, and now I'm the one smirking. You know that feeling when you go down a steep hill in a car and it feels like your guts fly up in your stomach? Yeah, that just happened to me. Jesus, this thing sounds like it's gonna fall any minute. How long does it go on for? God damn, I'm starting to get the Nick shakes. I glance at Olivia, hoping she just thinks I'm being a pussy about the elevator. People always get testy when they find out I smoke. Thankfully, that seems to be the case, given her amused grin.
Relax, dude. This is normal.
Yeah, normal. I snort. Yeah, just like I'm normal. She snickers as the elevator finally reaches the bottom, and I stagger out. Olivia casually rolls out from behind, looking at me smugly. You win this time, Gator Girl. We step out into the hallway, and she looks up at me with a smile that slowly fades back into neutrality.
Anyway, see you later.
I give her a two-fingered salute. Later on. She rounds a corner, and I'm back by myself. Fuck, I gotta smoke now, otherwise I'm gonna freak out. I speed walk out of the school and start taking my route back to the metro, waiting until I'm far away enough to pull out my pack. One night later, and I'm freshly cooled down. I make sure to finish it before I get onto the metro proper, and as I slip into my usual seating, I fold a leg over my knee and look out the window, thinking I'm getting somewhere with Olivia. It ain't there yet, but it's on its way. I guess we're both having to figure this shit out. It's pretty funny, though, watching her get flustered by me just acting friendly. I think I feel good about this. I don't know what Liz and Ben were tweaking about. I got some shit to brag about, I guess. Yadikin's voice slips into my thoughts as I absentmindedly watch the vistas go by. There's something burning up in him that just needs to be harnessed. I expect great things from him. God. At least someone does. Bing. That is chapter 4. 5's not really needed, so you can just crank that one out if he doesn't want to read another long one. Because 6 is a chunky boy. Yeah. Plan was just get through 5 tonight. Or, well, I guess 4 and 5 tonight. Be a little bit short of a stream. Because the brain fog made me a little later than I'd liked anyways. Ugh.
So now we skip on ahead to the next chapter.
Ugh, okay. Need to head out. Peace, guys and gals. Night, James. Also, good night, Jack. If you listen to this part of the VOD, hope you're sleeping well. Chapter 4 is over, man. Goodbye.
Bye, James.
Violencia. We do like a little Violencia. And we're about to get the Violencia here, baby. This time, I'll probably get the fucking music. I don't know why. It was that specific one there, just like my eyes glazed over when I read it, and I didn't quite clock that that was a link. That was a bit of an oopsie doopsie on my part. But I got it like during the second half, so that was something at least.
Rosa time.
Not Rosa time. What do you mean? Think I see how the relationship will be built between Dee and Olivia. Nightmare. Lost in the sauce. Yeah, you know, sometimes I start hitting a flow. I felt like I was kind of bumbling over my words during the second half, though. I don't know what that was about. My brain just could not... It was not on right, I guess. Ugh. Alright. Let me clear my throat real quick. We'll go ahead and roll into this 5th chapter here. Won't fucking pussyfoot around too much. Put it up. Jumped in real quick. Gonna check. Okay. Everything's looking good. We're good. We're good. Okay. Flo, Mr. Streamer Flo. It happens sometimes. Brain fog be a bitch. Yeah. Brain fog is a nice man. Don't say that about him. He needs to leave. I did not invite him into my house. Because my cat's asleep on top of me. Help. You're stuck there forever. Sorry. Soggy. Not my fault. Brain fog sucks. Alright, you guys can keep assaulting brain fog and Jake can defend him. We're going ahead and rolling into chapter 5 here. Chapter 5. Bloody Knuckled Interlude 2. About half a week has gone by and things are going slowly. Olivia's opening up bit by bit, but between her inherent shyness and my moods, it's a little rough. I've had a few days off, thankfully. I've been able to keep it under grips well enough to not completely blow up at anyone, but today I had to get up and walk away from the lunch table to avoid snapping at Damien again. Took a walk around the campus for the rest of the period. Olivia seems to get it, at least. I really do like the guy, sometimes he just doesn't know how to stop. Drives me up a wall. He did give me his and Liz's number at one point, at least. Why Liz? I don't know. She didn't seem that bothered by it, so it's whatever. It's after school now, and I'm taking another walk. There's some lingering regret in my gut, just ditching them at lunch. I should apologize. I'm still in the nice part of town, so may as well do that. Out comes the phone, up comes Damien's messages. Hey, wanted to apologize for lunch today. Dude, absolutely no problem. I know I can be a lot sometimes. Lol. No sweat then. I'll see you tomorrow, big man. Hey, what you doing right now? You want to come over and meet the fam? We can play a game or something. Thanks, but I'm taking a walk around the city. Still not in a good headspace right now. I'll definitely take you up on that offer later, though. Oh, hey, could you come over on Friday for Summer's End? We're having a big cookout at my place. Summer's End, huh? Didn't even realize that was coming up. You invite anyone else? Yeah, Liz and her uncle are coming too, but besides that, you're the only other guest, I think. Alright, sounds good. Shoot me your address and I'll be there. I slipped my phone back into my pocket. Summer's End. Shit, that means it's gonna start getting cold. Guess I should buy a jacket. A cookout at a carnivore household. Sign me the fuck up. I'd completely forgotten about its existence until just then, to be honest. My hometown was like 98% human, so it wasn't even recognized as a holiday there. I did know a few dino kids whose families celebrated it anyway, but I know in sorry and heavy regions it's a reason to shut down the schools and businesses. Glad I texted Damien then, I guess. Otherwise I would have shown up at an empty school like a fucking jackass. Mostly because I don't feel like getting jumped by the friends of the guys who I beat the shit out of. I pick a different slummy looking block to skirt around this time. I keep hearing about this Skin Row place, but I haven't gone there yet. Not sure I want to, actually. If it's as hardcore as people say it is, might be biting off more than I can chew. For now, let's keep it cool. My eyes flick around to the people I see as I pass by. More the same scum. And the important thing is picking the right target. I spend a while walking around, but I guess luck isn't with me today. Everyone here is hopeless looking. Even the thugs look depressed. I'm about to give up for the day when I hear a grimy voice pull me out of my reverie.
Hey, Skinny. Come here a sec.
I glance over, expecting some kind of asshole swinging at me. But instead, it's just a compy? A fucked up looking compy, but a compy nonetheless. Short, little wiry freak with an eye patch. He gestures, waving a gnarled claw.
Come on. I don't bite.
Fuck it. Let's see what this is about. I turn on my heel and walk over to him. He's standing in front of some kind of warehouse. Staring down at him, I cut my eyes. What's this about? You trying to lure me in here so you can jump me? A wretched little cackle escapes the little freak, but he shakes his head.
Nah, kid. You got the kind of eyes I've been needing. Come on, get on in here.
He turns towards the door of the building, taking one look back at me before he opens it and steps inside. Man, this is a fucking awful idea, but whatever. I follow him inside, and for the most part, it just looks like the office portion of a rundown warehouse. The lights are on at least, so it's not condemned. Compy leads me through the office space. My ears slowly start picking up the sound of noise. A crowd? I attempt to grunt out a question, but my erstwhile guide silences me with naught but a raised claw. For some odd reason, I oblige him. The sound gets closer and closer as he leads us to our destination, and one of my other senses picks up something familiar. That telltale copper sting. Blood. We end up in front of two double doors, and from here the roar of a cheering crowd is ringing out through my head. The compy looks back at me with a wide grin, and then pushes forward. The doors swing open, and the noise explodes outwards, filling my ears with the sounds of manic screaming, and the unmistakable sounds of impact and pain. We step in, and I can only take in the sight with awe. This entire space has been turned into one massive arena. Bleachers line the walls, filled with humans and dinos of all kinds, all looking down into a caged air arena where a mean-looking stego is duking it out with an equally gnarly-looking Spino. I can't take my eyes off it. Is this? The compy cuts me off with a cackle.
Ain't gotta ask that, do ya? Watch, boy. I'll tell you what you want to know after the bout's over.
I silently obey. Looks like they've been going at it for a little bit now. Both of them are bleeding heavily, covered in all kinds of wounds from fists, claw, and even teeth alike, and they're completely gassed. The Spino scrapes a weak claw across the Stego's blocking arm, and he counters it with a haymaker across the top of the Spino's head, sending him staggering back against the cage. Seemingly eager to finish this, I can only stare in shock as the Stego spins his tail around, sinking two of the spines on the tip of his tail right into the carnivore's side. Almost exactly as they land, a bell rings out and the Stego backs off immediately, his spine sliding out of the now shrieking Spino, who crumples to the mat, clutching his new leaking holes. The crowd goes ballistic, jumping out of their seats and cheering out what I assume is the name of the Stego, who walks away with a fist in the air, and a couple of humans carrying medical bags rush into the ring to tend to his opponent. Stand firm! Stand firm! Stand firm! Stand firm! I watch him leave into a back room, and then my gaze travels back down to the compy, who's looking up at me gleefully.
So, kid, you interested?
I shake my head, exiting my stupor. In what? Fighting? You want me to fight? He cackles again.
Don't play dumb, Sonny. I've been watching you for a while. You wanna fight? Nah, you need one. You can get what you want here without risking your life. Well, comparatively, anyway. Come on, boy. Step into my office.
He leads me across the room right into the back room where Stefan went. A hallway lined with rows of doors greet me, and the compy leads me to the far end where a door labeled manager sits. He cracks the door open and enters, waiting for me to follow him inside and then shutting the door behind me. Inside is a... Wow. This isn't a bad office. It's not the fanciest out there, but compared to how the building looks like on the exterior, this is a lot nicer. The compy steps over to a chair that is much too comically large for him, jumping into it and leaning forward onto his desk. He gestures me to seat across from him, and I sit. He cradles his fingers together, peering at me with his singular eye.
What's your name, kid?
I hesitate, but it's not like I'm saying my real name. D. Just D. He nods.
Why are you looking for a fight so bad?
I sneer. Do I need a reason? He cuts his eyes at me.
Don't get smart with me, boy. Everyone fights for a reason.
I lean back in my chair, grunting. It makes me feel normal. He cackles, leaning forward.
Ah, one of those, eh? Good. You'll fit right in. Listen here, boy. This little blood pit don't have no name, but it's been around for years, and currently, I run the show. While you're here, you'll call me Pops. There's only 2 rules in this joint, and it's simple. No kill shots and no outside weapons. Mangle and maim to your heart's content, but if I see you going for a kill shot, you ain't gonna be walking out of here yourself. Accidents are one thing, but intent is what matters. As for outside weapons, that means anything you bring in. Sometimes we throw a couple things in the ring to spice it up. Nothing outwardly lethal though. No knives or guns or any of that bullshit. You still interested? Knowing you might get fucked up? We got medical staff on standby for every fight. And we treat your wounds the best we can after every bout. Free. All you gotta do is fight. And if you impress the crowd enough, you might get a little cash too.
I hesitate. Do I want this? I mean, he's right. I'm probably not gonna die. Couldn't give less of a shit about the money. Fuck. There's gonna be some good fighters here too. Not a chance I'll walk away without a scrape. My stipulations say it's okay to miss some school as long as my grades stay stable, but the school itself probably won't be thrilled regardless. Fuck it. Fuck it! I lean forward. I'm interested, Pops, but I got some conditions. He cocks an eyebrow.
This ought to be good. I'll hear you out, but no guarantees, wise guy.
I nod. First, I'm trying to keep this shit stable on the outside. I ain't in Volcadera because I want to be. I'm a troubled youth, as some would so fucking eloquently put it. This is my last shot. When I fuck it up, I'm gone. Only reason I'm doing this shit is to cool off so I can make it through a senior year of high school without hurting anyone. I can't get fucked up too badly, otherwise people start asking questions. Second, I ain't gonna fight whoever the fuck you want me to. Keep me in my weight class. No big-ass fucking armored jackasses. I can deal with claws, teeth, and other bullshit dino handicap just fine, but I ain't just gonna let myself get thrown around by a 10-ton motherfucker. Third, I don't give a fuck about the money. Anybody I would earn off the fights, keep it, donate it, whatever the fuck, I don't care. I don't need the money. That's it. I lean back, peering at him as he absorbs my words. He taps his claws together and hums.
A lot more reasonable than I thought you'd be. Usually some dumb motherfuckers try to haggle for a money-earning contract or some bullshit like that. But you don't want money at all. Fuck it, kid. I'm game. I know plenty of fighters who tick all those boxes. All kinds of people come here wanting to see different kinds of fights. I got plenty who come here just for the skill of the bout and not for the bloodshed. And that goes for fighters too. How about a test match, kid? You look rearing to go. I got another guy hanging out right now who'd be just fine for you. Another skinny, just like you. Similar build, but he's older. Been here a couple months already. You game?
Grin creeps across my face. Oh yeah, Pops. I'm game. Soon enough, I'm standing in the cage. The crowd's a lot sparser than it was when Stefan was in it. He must be a local champ or something. Still though, there's plenty of people. They were serious about the no weapons thing. Even made me take my boots off. And don't blame them. Got nothing but my pants on, but I rolled them up to my knees and wrapped my fists and feet up like kickboxers do. Across from the cage is my opponent, and like Pop said, he's a human. Pretty average looking guy with short brown hair. Doesn't seem to be particularly as dressed as I am for the occasion. Matter of fact, kinda seems like he just dressed to go to the gym. Sleeveless hoodie and some basketball shorts. No shoes either, though. Judging from his stance, he's a pretty orthodox boxer. Pop stands in the middle of the cage, and he belts out a loud yell for the audience, carrying his voice across the entire room without the need for a microphone. He's got some pipes on him,
Esteemed guests, today I brings you all about between some new meat and a promising up-and-comer. On the side of the cage, the bruiser from out of town, D!
I get some light cheering and clapping. I'll take it. Pops gestures over to the other guy.
And on this side of the cage, the bare knuckle specialist, Josiah!
The crowd gives him just about the same results as me, but someone actually does yell out, "Kick his ass, Josiah." Got a friend in there, I guess. Pops continues.
You both know the rules of the pit. When the bell rings, bring the heat!
With that, Pops scampers out of the cage and Josiah and I are left staring at each other. I bounce up and down on my feet a few times to loosen up, while he throws a couple of tentative jabs in the air. The air seems to heat up around us as we wait for the sound. Ding, ding, ding! We both jolt forward, and almost immediately Josiah flicks out his left hand, testing the waters with a couple of light jabs. I weave around them both and throw a hello of my own in the form of a front kick, which he casually batters aside with an arm. He attempts to take advantage of my unsteady positioning as I recover from the kick by lurching forward and throwing a right straight. But a swift response from my elbow sends him reeling back with a hiss as I spike his knuckles with it and step forward, lobbing a hook at him, which he rolls with his shoulder. Yeah, this guy knows what he's doing. I take 2 quick steps back, making some distance between us as he shakes his fist, grunting. Guess that elbow got to him a little. If he really is a pure boxer, well, I got some bad news for him. I bounce forward, weaving back and forth as he throws a quick jab and hook 2-piece to try and catch me out. I slip between them both and immediately close the distance, slamming into his midsection and wrapping my arms around his waist. He slams a fist into my shoulder blade, stinging me as I wrench him to the side, hooking my foot under his and sending him sprawling down onto the mat. I follow him and slam down onto his chest, taking a high mount position. He looks shocked, clearly not expecting the grappling. Maybe he thought I was a pure kickboxer. Joke's on him. He can only raise his arms to protect his face as I begin battering him with a vicious flurry of haymakers and hammer fists. I must have gotten a little too zealous though, because at one point he finds an opportunity and bats my fist aside, countering with a jab that pops me right on the nose. Fucking shit, it's always the nose. Blood spatters out of my face, and with a snarl I redouble my efforts on beating him into the dirt. But now that I'm clumsy with rage, he twists himself to the side and wrenches his way out from under me, throwing a desperate kick into my stomach that manages to shove me off him. We both stagger to our feet, and he immediately takes the initiative, zipping forward and driving a hook into my liver. Fuck me, that's gonna smart tomorrow. You're gonna pay him back. I jolt forward and slam my shoulder into his chest, catching him off guard and sending him bouncing against the cage wall. Not skipping a beat, I rear back and time his bounce with another front kick which digs into his stomach, causing him to hack up in pain and slide further down the cage until he's sitting. He tries to stagger back to his feet, but using the cage as leverage, I loop my fingers through the wire and swing my knee directly into his face. Something gives, and his nose twists at an improper angle, blood immediately spurting out with a wretched sounding crack as he goes down clutching at it with a howl of pain. I'm about to lob a soccer kick into his sternum when the bell rings out. I stagger back, staring at his crumpled form as the medics rush in and lower themselves over him. The crowd cheers and whoops. I casually step out of the cage and head to the makeshift locker rooms. While I'm there, a secondary medic makes sure my nose isn't broken and otherwise cleans my face up for me and plugs my nose. As they're leaving, Pop steps in, clapping.
That was a good show, kid. Nice, short, and neat. Not too flashy, but it was skillful. Come back whenever you want, and I'll set something up for you. You know the address now.
I only respond to him with a grunt and a nod as I fish my pack of smokes out and light one up. He cackles, walking out again and leaving me on my lonesome. Not soon after, a voice rips me out of my contemplative smoke. Not bad for a human, kid. I turn to face the voice, and it's Stefan, leaning in the frame of the door. Now that I see him up close, he's absolutely fucking riddled with scars. I cock an eyebrow at him. Thanks. You're Stefan, right? You some kind of champ. He chuckles but waves me off. Nah, we don't do champs here. I've just been tussling in this pit for a long time. Seen owners come and go, but it always stays the same. Seen a lot of fighters come and go too, but I never seen someone as young as you step inside. You got heart. I like you. I snort. Good, because I doubt I'm ever gonna fight you. I don't need a new breathing hole, thanks. This is a casual thing for me. Side hobby. That one gets a full laugh out of him. I wouldn't fight you even if you asked, kid. I don't do bouts with humans. Last time I did, put the guy in the hospital for a month and a half. No offense, but you guys are just too damn fragile. I shrug. I can't say you're wrong. We invented tool usage for a reason. Gotta have an edge over the competition, right? I shoot him a crooked smirk, which invites another laugh out of him. I really like you, kid. Swing back sometime, yeah? I want to watch you kick some more ass. I nod as I take a draw, and he leaves with a smile on his face. Good to see this place isn't full of freaks. What a productive little sojourn this was. We have established Fight Club. We now have a place to take out our anger without having to worry about actually getting a knife in our ribs. Let us go! Oh.
Chapter 5's over, boys. Correctamundo.
Is this Wendy's estranged uncle? Looks at Jake.
Yee! Punching!
That's gonna be all we do tonight, fellas. Your boy's feeling a little tired, and I don't want to try and push through chapter 6 since this will take us at least an hour and a half. I don't know. Question mark. Good shit. Y'all have a good one. I guess it's not confirmed that Waffle House exists in the Waniverse. True. Yo, Jake, can we get some nice breakfast here at the fucking club? Snoop boxing. Good night, bro. Skibbity Jake. Oh, yeah, reminder for everybody. As always, tomorrow's going to likely be a no stream, unless something changes, which case I'll keep you updated on the Discord. So we'll be looking at next stream being Wednesday. For the Disco Bros, I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do Disco. I'm thinking, I mentioned it before, I think I might go with the idea that I just record this in my off time when I'm playing, and then I'll post those instead of doing streams of them. Because as much as I like streaming it, it is going to lock us out for a long time, and I don't want to keep people like edging on it, essentially, where it's okay, we're getting maybe 1 or 2 a week, and then you have to wait a whole nother week before we get more Disco. I think it's going to be better if I record it in a big batch and then release a big master cut of maybe a full day or something, so I'll figure that out as we go, and we'll see where I want to go with that. I mean, it is possible that maybe I'll stream it again, but it's up in the air. I kind of want to open up those days for especially since we're having more of a schedule type deal now, where Friday we're trying to do spotlights, Saturdays are community nights, and then Sunday, Monday are readings. That doesn't leave us too many days to do other things, you know what I mean? So freeing that up so that we can maybe have some more one-off stuff, maybe play. I mean, the thing is, we can play with the Discord too on those days, and during the week too, and it's just a quick little impromptu community night, and that can be fun. But yeah. So Wednesday will be when we're streaming next, more than likely. Same time as round about usual. Think 11 p.m., give or take 30 minutes. And yeah, I don't know what we'll do just yet, but we'll figure it out as we go, all right? Everybody's in chat, be lurking otherwise. Hope you had a good time listening to some good old Punch Drunk Gator. Hope you have a good rest of your day, night, evening. Whatever time it is for you. I'll see you Wednesday. Take care.